And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Gary Hebert, the man, the myth, the legend. I was amazed, and I was looking to become a better skater myself, and I wanted to be like Gary.
When you look at a guy like this, he's one of the most talented people in his profession. He's been given gifts by God.
It can get frustrating at times when you're trying things that maybe don't come as quickly to you as other things. And you never really felt that sense of frustration with Gary. It was always about improvement and positive reinforcement.
Was it really the end? Was that head injury really the end? God has called Gary to continue to be a blessing to others and to be a passionate example.
My name is Gary Hebert, and this is the World Academy of Hockey, otherwise known as the Inside Edge.
I would recommend anybody that have a chance to come to his hockey school. I think it'd be well worth it. It'd be rewarding to all the kids and anyone he coaches, from whether it's an adult, a professional player, to a little kid like a Mike or a Squirt.
Gary, from day one, has been instrumental to my hockey career. I started out as a potential Division III player, and Gary brought me single-handedly through high school and into a top Division I prospect. I owe it all to Gary, the biggest legend on and off ice there's ever been.
Listen, watch, learn, be confident, and have faith. Those are the answers I was brought to. Yet, I only now am really learning how truly important those 5 things are.
Through preparation, through appropriate thoughtfulness and thinking, we can learn to untie the typical knots between our ears that drive us into underachievement and underperformance. And lo and behold, we can learn, I think, to fulfill our God-given potential.
Gary has the innate ability to make people not only better players, but better people. The life lessons they learn from Gary are incredible.
You can always remember leaving that rink knowing as a player I got better, or I had something to improve on to get better. And I think that's what you excelled on as a coach, is giving us the knowledge to know what we needed to do to get better.
There's coaches who know the game, but can you communicate and create passion in your kids and in your players? And Gary's able to do that.
Gary's got great knowledge and the great hands, but more importantly, his ability to connect with people and care for them. His communication skills, to me, really stand out, separate him, and that's why he's one of the best, in the world.
Gary's a legend. He's a special man.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
It is Sunday, February 4th, 2024. It is the first Sunday of February, and it is our first opportunity to see the stars of NXT live on Premium Live Event with their Vengeance Day. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening to some of you. I am, of course, the West Coast Professor Jeff Meacham, the head of the network, if you will. I am joined above me here on screen as Peacock goes live as well with their pre-show shenanigans with the Simple Man Noah Foster, with the Renegade JJ Williams. And boys, I have been looking forward to this. This is one of my favorite times of year. As we all know, it's WrestleMania season. The Royal Rumble was last week. We're approaching that other Super Bowl they talk about in other sports, but that's not important today. What's important today is JJ NXT. Damn it!
He don't digress.
Well, nobody digresses. We are a non-digressing situation.
Damn right.
But JJ, trust the system. We will not digress anymore. Now,
no, there's no trusting the system.
But you must trust the system, especially Moose.
No, you must not.
Okay.
Even Noah doesn't trust the system.
Oh, okay.
That only applies to TNA, to be fair.
That's fair. Anyway, NXT is live tonight with Vengeance Day. They are in Clarksville, which I didn't even know they still had a major arena in Clarksville. Good for them, man. That's awesome. That's cool. We are live on the Multiverse of Media. Noah Foster, JJ Williams are both here. I'm going to step out very briefly after this horribly botched introduction because I have flood control because rain in California sucks. I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy.
That's right. Shawn Michaels and the crew took the last train to Clarksville, and the fans have met them at the station. It is time for Vengeance Day 2024. My NXT. Damn it. Noah, I have 3 words for you from the former head of NXT. Are you ready?
Vengeance Day, February, the month of red, blood, violence, revenge to be sought, redemption to be found, unbreakable wills to be tested, and finally a star to be defined. Will we whoop that trick? Is Trick Mellow game back in full effect, or will the czar still reign over the white and gold Umba Singh Bar? There is so much to look forward to. I am absolutely ready. I even said versus last year, when it was felt like a 1 to 2 match show. This year, 5 out of 6 matches look very promising, including Lyra Valkyra's first major PLE defense of the NXT Women's Championship against a much more determined, dangerous, I would think, self-proclaimed unbreakable Roxanne Perez. And of course, your guy that broke out in the breakout tourney, Obafemi, that border toss practically Dragon Lee out of the NXT World Championship picture. Dragon Lee has catched his contractually obligated rematch. We also have a 6-person mixed tag. We'll see 2 great women prospects tonight in their first in-ring debut alongside something called OTM and, of course, the D'Angelo family. Not to mention a time-honored tradition in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals, where we'll see a Trick Metal game can go 2 for 2, or is Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin the ones to take the cup this year? And we'll see who truly is crazy enough to do whatever it takes for vengeance, as we have Dijak and Joe Gacy in a no disqualification match. This is going to be a very fun show, to say the least, and I'm looking very forward to it.
There you go. It's going to be a good day. You know, I'm looking forward to every single one of these matches, even the one that you're not that high on, that 6-person mixed tag team match with the D'Angelo family versus OTM out the mud. You got to wonder what Reggie Scripps is going to be doing at ringside. Do the D'Angelo family have something to counteract that element? They've already brought Adriana Rizzo up to take care of Jada Parker, so there's going to be neutralization there. Like you said, man, both of these women making their debuts in the ring, at least as far as the main side of NXT goes. I don't watch Level Up. I don't know if they've had matches over there or not. But first debut matches as far as the main NXT goes, and the spotlight is going to be on those 2 women.
Without doubt.
You know, the D'Angelo family, I feel like the light is starting to dim on their reign as champion. To your point, we got the Dusty Classic later on tonight. Will we get the super team of the Wolf Dogs, Braun Breaker, and Baron Corbin as potential challengers to the D'Angelo family down the road? Or will Trick Mellow Game be able to keep things together and not self-implode? Stay on the same page. Hell, just stay in the same fucking book. Let alone be on the same page. But I mean, if one is in Pride and Prejudice and one is in War and Peace, they ain't gonna have any kind of chance.
There's a reason those 2 books do not belong on the same bookshelf if you've been to your local library. And also, to your point, this right here is truly the definition of can they coexist? With Trick Williams' mindset, his focus, he says he's focused on Vengeance Day, but he is involved in the main event after giving us the comeback in NXT history. And of course, Camilla Hayes has been at that dance before. He lost that very title to who Trick Williams is going to face. To the other side, though, you have two, I would think, very combustible elements that are very high ego. Braun Breaker, the former leader of your NXT, who is main roster bound, while Baron Corbin came down to NXT to redefine himself in a way, and seems like so far he has. So it's one of those things where can your agenda of what you want for yourself be put towards the side for any of these four men to allow the appropriate team to win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic?
That's fair. Want to go ahead and acknowledge the head of my table, my tribal chief. Pop is in the room.
Hello,
good
sir.
to see you, good sir. And we did have communications with him earlier today. So I am proud to announce that come Friday, he will be joining Jeff and I as we count down the top 10 Beatles songs of all time in honor of the 60th anniversary of their historic debut performance on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Oh, very nice. And
It's crazy, right? Good stuff.
We will have my dad joining us just like he did when we did our top 10 solo Beatles songs last year. Now he's going to be counting down the Beatles proper with us, if you will.
Yes.
And we did get a super chat from Josh. I have not read it yet, so if you want to go ahead and bring that up, Jeff.
Okay, hang on. I gotta get into my producer side. Oh, for crying out loud.
Well, while he does that, let's just go ahead and look towards the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
There we go.
Time-honored tradition, of course, that is a tribute to the original father of NXT. But go ahead and talk about that super chat real quick, and then I think it's really fitting that we talk about the match that I think is going to set the story for the night.
I don't know if you really want us to talk about this one, Noah, because he said for $2, hey, Noah, if you sing for Arlene, I'll sing for Maddie.
Bro,
and
go to sleep.
Mansfield, you know, as well as everybody else that is followers and viewers of Open Mic Night, Noah Foster don't sing for less than $25.
At least. Yes.
At least.
Yes.
And if you missed last night's Open Mic Night, go back in the archives across the multiverse of media where Noah Foster did the Macarena in his pajamas thanks to a $50 contribution from Arlene, the Arlene mentioned in that super chat.
Yes.
But we're not here to discuss that stuff. No. We're not here to embarrass Noah. We don't need him to turn the lights off, turn his chair, throw his headset down, and leave. We need the simple man to be here to call the action. Even though it is still not his NXT, it is much better than what it used to be. To his own admission a few moments ago, while Jeff was absent, last year, Vengeance Day, there were 2 matches he gave a shit about.
Yeah.
This year, it's 5 out of 6. You want to talk about growth. You want to talk about coming around and seeing the awesomeness that is my NXT. This setting right here is everything that you need.
To answer the chat, I love the enthusiasm. I love the desire to send us a bunch of money. It's show day, kids. Let's focus on the wrestling in the ring. Saturday night's where it's at. Y'all know that.
Saturday.
And non-copyright.
There you go.
Non-copyright, damn it. Not non-copyright. But by the way, God, was Collision freaking awesome. I'm looking to see
was
if
it?
NXT
Okay, good.
could beat that. That was a tremendous show.
Good to know. Good to know.
Cape Rare says, I wish I was there to give you my top 10 songs just to let you know A Day in the Life is his number 1.
Good choice. It's a solid choice.
Not a bad choice. Not a bad one. Definitely not my number 1.
Right.
I can guarantee that's not my dad's number 1 either.
No.
But still a solid choice.
Yes.
Noah, what is your favorite Beatles song of all time?
There's a lot of good hits out there to just be put on the spot and pick like one song. But one song that always sticks out for me that was always one of those that I just ended up like listening to after the work concluded was Hard Day's Night, because there certainly were several of those in my past. That's always one of my go-tos. And I've always enjoyed the beat of that one as well. So I'll just say Hard Day's Night for now off the top of my head. To try and ramble the entire Beatles library on my iPod, you wouldn't be able to talk wrestling for this hour.
That's fair. That's fair. And we do need to get back to talking wrestling as we're taking a look at Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez and the story of these two women, what has brought us to this point. You know, Roxanne has been showing a completely different side of her. And I forget if it was you or Chris on Simply Predicting that made the point, but I think Roxy is gonna maybe go full-blown heel here and embrace the darkness as a result of Cora's injury.
Yep, that was
You
me.
know, we're gonna be 9 months without our resident mean girl, and I think Roxy was getting ready to go up to the main roster. Cora was going to do big things in that role on NXT. But now that Cora is injured again, what was she back for, like a month and a half?
Maybe.
But again, and out for 9 months, they need somebody that can be a solid performer. And as great as Roxanne is, and as much as she deserves, let me say that word again, as much as Roxanne fucking deserves to be on the main roster.
Accurate.
She is the anchor of the NXT women's division right now, regardless of who holds the 8 pounds of gold.
I am looking forward to this. I have liked the idea, that the teasing, the hinting at Roxanne, whatever you like to call her. I know people saw her at different platforms, if you will, but I want to see this come out of her. I want to see this twist on her presentation. I really do. I'm very much looking forward to where they go with it, if they do indeed pull that proverbial trigger tonight.
Right. Good to see you, Walter.
And Josh right here talking about he's looking forward to it. Well, again, I mean, we talk about Bam all the time in this business. If you're going to keep up, you sometimes need to really put it out there on yourself. She said herself, she's done everything possible in this brand. And she was the happy-go-lucky, great to be here, really enjoying the moment, achieving my dreams. But ever since losing out on the title due to just circumstances of fatigue, anxiety, collapse, and not getting the title back after having a number of attempts and seeing people like Indy Hartwell, like Tiffany Stratton, like Becky Lynch, and like finally to this point, Lyra Valkyria make it to that point that she was at. She feels like that at this point she's been overlooked or pushed over, and she's not going to have any more of that. Tonight, she says that she is unbreakable, and she's willing to do whatever it takes for herself to regain the title she never lost, to have that sort of self-motivation and confidence. When 1 year ago you came in as champion defending against toxic tragedies G.D. Dawn and Jessie Jane, that's a very powerful motivator. And emotion can cause people to do crazy things, as we've seen with Ariana Grace, which really showcased Roxanne as somebody you don't want to piss off. And again, she was taught by Booker T. What's Booker T's philosophy about this business? Chicks and championships. So at the end of the day, if Roxanne wants both, then she has to be willing to go further for herself versus in the people's eyes if she's going to reclaim the title tonight.
That's fair. I mean, Walter says everybody has a dark side. Embrace that dark side. And that's a solid point. But like I said on Simply Predicting, I always saw Roxy as being the Ricky Steamboat. Just that girl that never turns heel. Everybody loves her so much. She's got the athleticism. She checks every box. And I'm sure she can work heel. Because most of the time when you train in the heel style because being good just comes so natural to so many people. You've got to train to be evil. But I wanted her to be that Ricky Steamboat that just never turns. And for the last, we'll say 6 months, maybe even as far back as 9 months, we've really started to get that. We'll call it an edge out of her. It hasn't been full-blown darkness yet, but we've been getting that edge out of her where she's walking that fine line.
Yes. And tonight she might be pushed over the edge in win or defeat to do that. And speaking of win, let's talk about again the champion, because while we look at the challenger, let's look at what the champion has at stake tonight, because the pressure is even more so on Lyra Valkyria. It's her first PLE presentation as champion, and it's also, well, it's not her first defense, it's her biggest defense to date. After being endorsed by somebody she looked at as her idol, as a wee lad across the pond, where the man decided to stand out and put the bet out on herself, became one of the top stars in WWE history. Lyra wished to follow suit, and it was Becky Lynch that forced Lyra to work as hard as she could to finally pass that torch off to her. Remember, Lyra had a huge chance to become champion when it was vacated, but Tiffany Stratton surpassed all expectations and beat her. Lyra has been down on herself ever since, before Rhea Ripley came down and basically told her, show me something, and renewed a hunger. And I think that's what this match comes down to. A hunger for Roxanne that was found in Lyra to finally bring Lyra to the top of the dance, as she should have been in NXT UK, but that's a whole different story. The other thing we got to consider here is Lyra has this unique follower, admirer, support system she may not want in Tatum Paxley. And while Tatum Paxley right now might have the champion's best interests, she could also be one of the biggest distractions that could cost Lyra here tonight.
That is also true.
So it's a very interesting NXT Women's Championship picture. And I said it once, I'll say it again. You got to remember who was Roxanne's quote-unquote best friend, the mean girl of NXT. And at the end of freaking Iron Survivor Challenge last year, who attacked the champion? Cora Jade. Proverbially, this match, I'll just say it right now as we'll go into a prediction and move on, just to finalize. And again, folks, your predictions still matter, but you got 10 minutes to get them in and finalize them before I close the form. So find the form on my Twitter or YouTube channel or No DQ. Get them done. Here's the thing to take it from Jeff. You got to look at both these women. You got to look at who's made roster bound, whether impromptu later on due to circumstances. And you got to look at the one who could lead this division. Clearly, there is another story in play for Lyra Valkyria in Tatum Paxley, whether she's champion or not. Almost shades of Mickie James and Trish Stratus. For Roxanne, if this was Cora Jade versus Lyra Valkyria, I honestly probably would have picked Cora for this, because I do think Cora's time was to come eventually, just like Tommaso Ciampa's was back in my NXT. But Roxanne is out here to prove a point, but I don't think, to your point, she's ready to do whatever it takes. She's going to give us more than usual, but at the end of the day, I don't think she could take the Valkyrie off her perch. I have Lyra retaining. So, JJ, your closing thoughts regarding this?
I agree. I mean, I definitely still have Lyra retaining, but it's going to be a great match. I'm just gonna be simple about it. Simple as that. It's arguably could be the match of the night. There's a couple of different matches that I feel that about.
Yeah.
Definitely a sleeper, as it is the only really female match on the card, because although we do have 2 female combatants in the 6-person tag, that's not what it's about at the end of the day.
There you go, folks. So again, folks, the first time NXT Vengeance Day comes to us from Clarksville, Tennessee, and I honestly can't remember the last time NXT was involved in this town. So maybe it's another market being explored. Still a lot more to talk about here as we continue our way towards the
Jeff,
top
what
of
did
the
you
hour.
think about this match? You didn't. I don't think you gave your thoughts.
Yeah, about to say,
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on the front door.
You're fine, brother.
Yeah, God, you guys both made very valid cases, and the chat room is definitely making me think. I can't see my face. So I noticed that I'm like this damn. I love the classic look because you get the people's thing, but it's like you can't see me. I'm not here. Hello.
That's why I don't use the classic one.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll put it back. You're good. You're right. I just like the way it looks, but it's all good. You're absolutely right. Especially when we have this going. I'm curious how Tatum's going to be involved. That's my thing with this. Is what will Tatum Paxley's influence be on this match? Will she continue her seeming adoration for Lyra, or is it one of those Mickie James situations that she ends up getting rejected enough where she snaps and helps Roxanne become champion, and maybe Tatum and Roxanne have this partnership while Cora heals up. Lots of possibilities. Like we talked about last night, there are so many possibilities coming out of the majority of stories within WWE right now. That includes NXT. A lot of cool things can happen tonight, and this is one of them that has not just one thing or the other. This is a multiple choice situation. I absolutely love it.
Well, since we talked about the women here, let's go ahead and discuss the only other match where there's women involved, and let's go ahead and get Noah's rant and diatribe out of the way so that when we get to the match itself, he can be professional.
Okay.
Person tag match between the D'Angelo family and OTM out the mud, or as Noah calls them, the GTA rejects. You've got OTM here looking to prove a point. They're looking to really start to plant their roots in NXT. They've been around for a few months. They've had a few matches, but they haven't really been able to get any solid momentum going. The current addition of Jada Parker could very well be that final piece of the puzzle that they've needed to begin getting taken seriously.
Right.
Then you've got the D'Angelo family. Tony D'Angelo, one of the 2.0 Rainbow Bright day ones. You've got Channing Stacks Lorenzo, who, if I'm being real, is the one guy that's made Tony D'Angelo fucking tolerable. Because when I first started watching 2.0, I could give fuck all about the family.
Yeah. Oof.
But Channing Stacks Lorenzo very much has made it entertaining. He's the Joe Pesci to Tony D'Angelo's Robert De Niro.
Even I understand that.
He's the wise guy. He's the smart ass. He's the enforcer. He's the guy that all eyes truly are on while Tony D calls the shots. But does Tony D really call the shots? Because then you've got Adriana Rizzo making her in-ring debut. She's been around for about a month or so, handling business for the family. And the rumor is like, whenever you needed something handled, you called Rizzo. And Rizzo came in and she took care of shit. So it's gonna be my eyes are definitely on Rizzo and Jada Parker in this. But it's all about the establishment in the family, being able to hold down their dominance, and two guys from the streets trying to come out of the gutter, out of the mud, and plant their roots and prove that they have a place and they belong here. Considering this is non-title, I think I picked the family, but I'm starting to change my opinion here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with OTM on this one, Noah. Officially.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they need this victory, if nothing else, to maybe then get another legit shot at the straps. Because the D'Angelo family, again, with the exception of the little hiccup that they had with Chase U taking the straps, have been dominant for a minute, and they're about ready to move those straps to somebody else. Whether Braun and Corbin get a title shot coming off the Dusty Cup or Trick Mello, both Mello and Braun are teasing main roster call-ups. So I don't see them being full-blown tag team champions.
Right.
But OTM are going to be around my NXT for a minute.
True.
I could see them becoming champions at something like Stand and Deliver. So
There you go.
Officially changed my pick to OTM, Noah.
I'm just gonna look. I tonight it's about the wrestlers, like Jeff alluded to. It's about NXT. I'm not gonna diatribe. I'm not gonna rant. I'm gonna keep this thing flowing smoothly as I usually do, under the brightest lights and the simplest form of suits. But again, you don't mess with the family. I'm still thinking that the D'Angelo family are gonna get their revenge, and why they won't whack OTM, they'll make sure that they're left wasted. Because at the end of the day, this comes down to a disruption at their establishment, and you show us disrespect, you're going to get what's coming to you. So that's the way I see this. I'm still saying the D'Angelo family wins. Because at the end of the day, there still is the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic you got to consider. Because whoever wins that, they are going to have a guaranteed shot at the Tag Team Champions. And I could see either of those teams, which again, to Jeff's point, is why it's such a polarizing thing. I see either of those teams challenging the champions, particularly at Stand Deliver. And since Roadblock has not been made official yet by Ava Rain, I'm not even considering right now Roadblock for the tag champs. I think that they can continue with this OTM picture debacle with the women, particularly, which what this really is about. And OTM, they could do something else. So I just think that the family's going to continue this because I do think it is stale. But at the end of the day, you disrespect the champs, you disrespect the establishment, you're going to get what's coming here. So I'm just going with the family here, and I think this is literally a bump in their clear road, where after this it will be business as usual. I'm still going with the D'Angelo family.
Noah. Let me ask you this, Noah, and then Jeff can give his thoughts on this. How do you neutralize scripts then? The D'Angelo family doesn't have that outside the ring presence to help neutralize scripts. I feel like scripts is going to be the X factor in this.
Well, I don't know how expansive the family is, but the accountant is the one that takes care of business. I imagine that she will have an investment and insurance policy in mind to make sure that things don't get too far out of line. So forget about it. Forget about the worries. I feel like that the family are going to have something up their sleeve, and it won't just be a crowbar. But you're right. But hey, the family once had a stack of dimes. Maybe quarters will come into play. I think that the family has something else in mind to neutralize scripts, to your point, Reggie, whatever the hell you want to call him.
That's fair. That's fair. And I did see Jeff's facial reaction when this comment came up. Josh, that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say, Josh. Showtime is at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, Vickers. The pre-show is currently on the Peacock app and YouTube right now, which is what we are covering. We are giving our thoughts on everything going on within the pre-show environment. And while we wait for Jeff to come back, let me see here. Let's go ahead and discuss this one.
Yeah, that's very true, Cape Rare. I do remember that. I also remember her side lost.
So let's go ahead and discuss. Okay, Jeff just came back. Did you want to go ahead and give your thoughts on this one before we go back?
Yep. Hang on. Oh, hi. Here we go. Okay. No, we're good. First of all, I'd like to say this. Where'd that comment go? There we go.
The Tracy one, we already addressed it.
I didn't. All right, Josh. Very good. Now, I love both these teams.
Attila, no, they don't do kickoff matches. All 6 matches are on the main card.
Thankfully. Be more to do. So I don't remember what I picked on the prediction sheet because I did it this morning when I first woke up. No, so I apologize if I came off a little blah. But
oh, you're fine.
I
went out fine. No,
I tend to agree with JJ that it's not a championship match, and OTM definitely needs to, your classification of OTM is exactly why they need to win, Noah. They need to prove they're not just a bunch of GTA rejects. They need to go out there and show that they are a viable, capable tag team and stable within NXT. How do you do that? You beat the champions on a Premium Live Event. So I think OTM's going to win this one, but I think they're going to keep building towards Stand and Deliver as well. Even if they do include the Dusty Finals winners in the tag team championship situation as well.
There you go. And then we were going to move on to this one, the breakout sensation, Oba Femi, giving the rematch to Dragon Lee for the North American Championship.
Good Lord Almighty.
I mean, this dude, for those of you that have not seen Oba Femi yet, if you go to the dictionary and look up the word beast, you'll probably see a picture of Oba Femi.
Synonym, powerhouse.
Right next to a picture of Brock Lesnar, Dude is just insane with his ability, and he's still so young in his career.
Yep.
At the same time, Dragon Lee, man, he's your traditional lucha. Is Oba Femi going to be able to keep up with Dragon Lee now that Dragon Lee is prepared for him? Oba Femi, at the end of the day, took the Money in the Bank route and cashed his contract for the Breakout Championship in after Dragon Lee was already worn, tired, beaten, and battered. Dragon Lee is now 100% and ready for Oba Femi. He's probably done research. He's probably looked at videotape. He's been studying his matches. Dragon Lee is going to be prepared this time. Is the rookie going to be able to hold it down against the experienced luchador here? Or is this Dragon Lee's last hurrah before he goes back up to SmackDown, where he already was in the first place?
About to say, you mean go up to SmackDown permanently at this point?
Yeah, it's like he was up there. He basically became the, in case of emergency, break glass.
Accurate.
So, Noah?
It's one of those scenarios that kind of goes back to what you were trying to point out about the six-person mixed tag. For Oba Femi to be an established force versus just big guy that does big guy things, he has to beat somebody that exceeds experience, accolades, and will make him look like a star in creation. Dragon Lee is definitely one of those individuals. Again, former multiple-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, former NXT North American Champion, one of the best luchadors, high flyers, speed demons this generation. Former NXT North American Champion, and to your point, it was a surprise factor that came into play. So Oba Femi truly has not been tested yet in your NXT. He's only been showcased. In fact, he faced Dragon Lee with the breakout horny contract in play in a bout that went less than 2 minutes after Dragon Lee beat Lexus King. So tonight is a proving ground for Oba Femi. Dragon Lee is a guy that already had the title, but he's out to truly see what Oba Femi is made of. It's truly a match of speed versus power. A very simple dynamic that you don't need a W2K video game to explain to you. And it's not as one-dimensional as people would think, where it's like, okay, power catches him, plants him in the mat, game over. I don't think it's going to be that simple. But when you look at Dragon Lee's current tenure in WWE and what might be ahead for him, I don't think NXT is in the future plans. So I do think Oba Femi has to go over here. So I think the champ does retain. And he sets a statement for those that wish to oppose him and think that he's just a big guy that can throw you around. I can be as agile as Jacob Fatu if you mess with me the wrong way. Because I do think he has that build and that potential. But I think Oba retains here, and it won't be easy.
Yeah, I definitely feel Oba is going to retain as well. Dragon Lee is going to go back up to the main roster, possibly get reinserted into the LWO versus Legado del Fantasma storyline that's going on SmackDown. And Cape Rare, I see your comment here. You compare Obafemi to Mark Henry. I've said it 100 times now, I feel. I compare him to rookie Big E Langston.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
He's got that speed and he's got that build. Mark Henry was truly the world's strongest man, but he did not have the speed behind him. This guy actually is agile. And to have power and agility together is a very dangerous and a very unique combination that very few men of his build has had. Again, Jacob Fatu, Keith Lee, Big E Langston. He's a unique hybrid beast of performance, to say the least.
Jeff, what are your thoughts on this one?
Short and simple. I said it when he won the breakout tournament. I said it when he cashed in the contract and became North American champion. With all respect to people that don't like the proliferation of F words, Obafemi's a bad motherfucker.
Accurate.
And he gonna retain. It's not gonna be as easy, like you guys said, but he's still a bad motherfucker. And he's gonna send Dragon Lee back to SmackDown with his bag of in order, because this guy's gonna be in NXT for a while, like you said. He'll be a force to be reckoned with, and he needs to show that he can do it without having the advantage of using a cash-in situation. Dragon Lee will put up a fight, but it'll still be what it'll be.
There you go. And I'll let you take back over as far as sharing on the screen.
Good shit.
Now that you're back in the room.
All right. Well,
this
we've got
it's gonna be unique.
this one. This one's just like, okay. I'm not full admission. I have not been watching, unfortunately, NXT close enough to really know where this build came from. So I will definitely turn it over to the two of you. But on paper, this looks like, if anybody thought Joe Gacy wasn't going to be as crazy without his faction behind him, y'all was wrong, because he can mess up with Dijak. Bad idea. But take it away.
Yeah.
Joe Gacy has been on a whole other level since the schism tree was chopped down to its roots. As we all know, the dyad, the grizzled young vets, are now over in TNA Wrestling, up 1-0 in the best of 3 series over ABC.
Yes.
Ava Rain is now the general manager of NXT. And then there's Joe Gacy. And he's just been floating around. And I think the dissolving of the schism tree really kind of sent him over the edge. He's gone even more crazy, if that is possible, in recent weeks and months.
And here I thought before he was insane in the membrane. Continue.
I mean, dude has been trying to go 1-on-3 with Gallus.
Yeah, like, what the hell, Joe?
I'm just saying, he's been wanting to go 1-on-3 with the Gallus boys.
Hey, I'm all for seeing obliteration of somebody opposing the kingdom. I'm all for that.
Like,
you are a sick, sadistic, simple man. You want to see this man die.
Like, do you want to do Joe Gacy? Because I get Joe Gacy right there. Go against the top boys.
I feel like, and this goes back to what we've just said about Obafemi and about Out the Mud. Dijak was on the main roster. Dijak came back down. I feel like Dijak, and to a certain extent, Baron Corbin, and we'll get to him in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they are guys that are here to kind of be that measuring stick to see if the NXT regulars are ready to take that next step.
Fair.
Joe Gacy needs this victory more than Dijak does. You know, what happens to Joe Gacy mentally if he loses to Dijak here.
He asked for more.
Dijak beat him from pillar to post, from brick wall to wooden door, to outside the arena, to on top of production truck, and slammed him to trash dumpster on Tuesday night. And when Ava Rain chastised him about it, Dijak said that he wanted a match, and Joe Gacy sticks his head up out of the dumpster and accepts with a sadistic grin on his face.
Right?
Like this is what he wanted. It's always the quiet ones that you've got to watch out for.
Uh-huh.
Joe Gacy is a crazy, deranged motherfucker.
Yes.
Take a quote from Martin Lawrence.
Yes.
Joe Gacy is going to shock the world here and defeat Dijak.
I agree.
He needs it. Dijak will be fine with the loss. Joe Gacy will not.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, again, how far do you drive a person's mentality into insanity? It's almost like, again, you said yourself, Joe Gacy, he asked for this. Maybe he thrives in pain. He thrives in chaos. This is like his new path of enlightenment. And in a way, maybe he's already won. I mean, it goes back to Lexus King. When he first arrived and challenged him on the NXT PLE, everybody thought that Lexus King should have won. He didn't, but he still got the opportunity and left one hell of an impression. And why that was literally in his genesis now of this NXT. And Joe Gacy's been around much more for a longer span of time. I think that Dijak is overdue for a moment. I get what you're saying. He did come back from the other roster back when they didn't know what to do with him. And he's redefined himself as this bearer of justice and a force to be reckoned with. It was this time last year that he came this close with a broken finger, might I add, literally defrauding Wes Lee for the NXT North American Championship. He's already spoken verbatim on the Twix about how much he appreciates the hardworking men and women and the environment of this NXT. He is one of NXT's longest but big key players, big time match performers. And after falling short against Eddie Thorpe in NXT Underground and falling short against D'Angelo in a street fight, every bout, every fight, every obstacle, every circumstance you put in Dijak's way, he's put the other guy over. In this case, Joe Gacy, he's going over in the presentation because it's no disqualification. This crazy motherfucker is going to endure everything and for everything he can against Dijak. We're going to feast our eyes on a human karmic, and I can't wait to see it. So I think Dijak is going to shut Gacy up with a sadistic smile, and he's going to ask for it probably, and get the win. I think Dijak's going to surprise us more than Gacy in the result, but it still be Gacy that will be preserved in defeat. I'm going with Dijak.
It is no disqualification, so keep that in mind. Joe Gacy can find ways to get around the physical brutality that will be unleashed on himself.
Exactly. Think about the stipulation. This goes into what Joe Gacy wants. He's already won. He's gotten the match.
He's crazy, but I'm here for it.
I love it. I respect crazy. I respect craziness when it actually leads to something promising.
Well, Jay, you know what I found crazy? Talking about leading to something promising. The tag team of Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker. And here they are in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals against Trick and Mello.
I don't find them in that pairing crazy. There's just something about them that works so good. The Wolf Dogs.
Yeah.
You know, again, Baron Corbin been around for a minute. Been around WWE, NXT main roster, former King of the Ring, former United States champion.
Mr. Money in the Bank.
About 532 failed gimmicks. But you know, that is what it is.
Yeah, we don't
And
talk
who
about
single-handedly turned a young Dylan's allegiances from Kofi Kingston to the Lone Wolf. And then had to apologize for it.
Yeah.
Didn't have to. Didn't have to. I didn't ask. He did it out of the goodness
And
of
then-
his dark heart.
And then you got the Steiner son.
Yeah.
You know, and arguably, to take a phrase from one of the other companies, one of the 4 pillars of my NXT.
That I will agree with.
You know, the upside for Bronathan Breakerth is so big. He's got such a huge upside to him. And then you've got the Trick Mello game. And the fact that they've been walking the story for God knows how long about who attacked Trick. How do you know when it's your time to branch out and take your own shot? Do we get the reveal here tonight, finally, to set up, stand, and deliver? Do we hold off on the reveal to roadblock, if that becomes a thing? That was March 7th of last year.
Yes.
So in theory, we would be looking at probably the 5th of this year if they're going to do it.
Oh Lord, that's a revolution.
Right.
But I feel like the Wolf Dogs, the unlikely pairing here, are the odds-on favorite.
It's true.
And it's weird to say that. Because if you just looked at this image with no context, you'd go for Trick Mello all day, every day. Because it's such a strange bedfellows pairing on the surface of Corbin and Braun. But when you watch everything develop and you go back to seeing Corbin approach Braun, proposition this, because nobody else was knocking down Braun's door. And then you look at them making it to the finals. Realistically, who could stand in their way? As much as it pains me to bet against Trick Mello, I've got the Wolf Dogs in this.
I do too. I do too. I just meant it was crazy. Like, you think back, you mentioned the 458 or whatever it was failed starts for Corbin, and it's like, man, there is no reason he should be doing this well, this bang up of a job, except that that's the reason he should be. I love it. I love seeing Corbin rejuvenated. I like the interaction. I like the hesitation, the tentative partnership, because neither one of them really think they can trust the other, because they're both a couple of distrustful assholes. But it works. It works on levels it shouldn't work. It's very much the odd couple situation, except they're both driven by that desire to prove that they're more than their name. They're more than their failed past. They are greater together than the sum of their parts. Whereas Trick and Mello have been, as you said, JD, on very shaky ground. Coming out of last year's Stand and Deliver, when Mello ascended to that spot, it's been a very slow burn, which I know you and I both love, long-term storytelling. But since Stand and Deliver last year, it's been one of those, we've been waiting. Like, when is it going to happen? When is Trick finally going to go, I've had enough of this?
Or has Trick been playing us all along? I speculated in the very beginning that Trick faked the attack.
Yes.
Because all of the spotlight has been on Mello for all this time. And ever since the attack, who really grew into their own superstar?
Trick Williams.
Mr. Williams, yeah.
So did Trick fake the assault to get his own career over? You look at everything Trick has accomplished since that day. He became North American champion for a few days. He won the Iron Survivor Challenge. He's getting his title match against Ilya Dragunov tonight. And he's in the finals for the Dusty Cup. Trick had close to 15,000 people chanting "Whoop that trick" on Friday Night SmackDown.
He did.
I don't want to hear a fucking word about nobody watches my NXT.
Yeah, seriously.
15,000 people chanting "Whoop that trick."
Right.
That may not sound a lot in the grand scheme of things when you think about the billions of people on this planet. But if a sold-out SmackDown is chanting "Whoop that trick," there's something to be said here.
No, I agree.
Trick has morphed into the superstar that he wanted to be since that attack. And Mello been trying to push the fact and the narrative that Ilya was behind it because he knows the eyes are on him. It was me all along, Mello. I did it to myself to make you suffer. You want to talk about some swerve storytelling? There's some swerve storytelling right there.
I love that. And I want so bad to see it. And it's one of those, you've got this, which I agree the War Dogs win here, but then the question, it begs the question, what will happen in our main event tonight? Because sorry,
Noah, do you have anything to add about this one before we move to the main event?
Yes.
It basically coincides with the main event because I'm telling you, this is going to be the story of the night. So just go ahead and put up the graphic. That's the most important match of the night here, in my opinion, please. And then I will start talking if you want me to.
It's one of those, what do you do? Yeah. How do you lay out the finish of the Dusty Tag Team Finals? And how does that lead to Trick challenging Ilya tonight?
Well, again, you look back at this whole narrative as you talked about, the whole idea of what happened to Trick, who attacked Trick, how did Trick get assaulted. It started back in October 2023 to give you all a little bit of long-term storytelling here. So we've been looking at this now for literally over 4 months. And the thing about this is Carmelo Hayes is the guy that got the moment. He got the shine. He got the hype from the very guy that's been along his side since day one. But it was one unique question off air that really turned the tides in Trick Mello game going to that next level on both sides. John Cena, when did you know that your time was now? Ever since then, Trick has been putting out the pressure, the chance, the bet, the proof on him. You think about the added factor here of the NXT Championship, but the added party, Ilya Dragunov. Who took Trick Williams to that next level? It was Ilya Dragunov last year at NXT Heatwave, the match of the show. And ever since then, it has been Ilya and Trick tied together more in this narrative than Carmelo Hayes himself. Carmelo Hayes is almost the accessory to this. Carmelo Hayes has had his own agenda until they decided to work together in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And as Trick got the NXT North American Championship at No Mercy, the same night Carmelo Hayes lost the NXT Championship to Ilya Dragunov. You go to the Iron Survivor Challenge where Trick Williams qualified for that match after this whole conspiracy was all up and down and about with the added factor of Baron Corbin making things personal and very heated with Ilya Dragunov and his family, where we had inadvertent shots with the championship and inadvertent interferences at times in matches up to that point. Trick was the comeback of the century in NXT, pinning the entire field in less than 3 minutes, becoming the Iron Survivor last year in December. Was supposed to get that match New Year's Eve, but due to WWE Medical, we're now on a bigger stage. So right now, Trick might be a victim of his own incredible work. But at the end of the day, we're going to whoop that Trick all night long. What it really comes down to for me, though, is, again, Carmelo Hayes' mindset. I don't look at Trick Williams this night. I look at Carmelo Hayes. Either Dragunov or Trick Williams, they know what's ahead. They got the main event. The NXT Championship's on the line, and we're going to see who truly deserves it more. But then you have Carmelo Hayes right now, where the ad agenda is the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and doing things together as Trick Mello Game. But at this point, is Whoop That Trick bigger than Trick Mello Game? And is Carmelo Hayes aware of it and he doesn't like it? And will we finally see that anger, that thought provoked tonight in what could cost Trick Williams everything? Ela Dragunov said it perfectly. You have that look. You have that determination. You have that focus. You have a beautiful story. You are going to be part of history, just not the history you're thinking. And honestly, I think the history we're thinking goes so many ways. We don't know what history holds in store for us tonight. And that's the beauty of this, and also the most dangerous thing about this. Either way, Vengeance Day is going to be assembled by its name, and it all culminates with this match. And whether or not we whoop that Trick or Mello doesn't miss, costing him.
Yeah, I think Mello realizes that Trick is bigger than Trick Mello. That's why he kept trying to force himself out there during Trick's major matches. And what did Trick keep telling him? I want to do this on my own. Trick was hesitant to partner with Mello to be part of the Dusty Classic.
Exactly.
But here they are in the finals. It just goes to further my theory about Trick having set it all up in the first place. Mello takes the fall in the match. Trick then lambasts Mello. I never wanted to do this in the first place. Then Mello prevents Trick from winning the title, which sets up our stand and deliver match between Trick and Mello.
But
Ilya retains.
I believe Ilya retains too, but this is my thing. Anger, misguided focus could rattle Trick Williams' game heading into that match, which is why I do think that Trick Mello game actually can get it done tonight, because I still think at the end of the day, Braun Breaker is main roster bound. Earlier tonight, he was looking at that SmackDown contract. And on Raw, we're going to see what Adam Pearce has to say to both him and Jade Cargill. And Baron Corbin, he came down to renew himself in NXT. But he doesn't necessarily need to do that alongside Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is main roster bound. I think Trick Mello game surprises and gets that win, thus giving Trick Williams that added motivation. And maybe Carmelo right now is cool, knowing that he has another chance at glory with the tag team championships. And whether or not Trick wants Mello in his corner or wants to trust him to do it on his own, hey, Mello, quote unquote, will be fine with doing that. I think there's more suspension of disbelief in the climax of this story with Trick Mello winning than Trick Mello losing. So I actually, last moment before they were official, I changed mine to Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes for the Dusty Tag Cup, but Ilya's retaining. As we get ready for the show, Jeff, you close it out. What's your thoughts on this championship match?
I think the long game that we've been playing as NXT fans is finally gonna bear fruit tonight, and I love it because it's what it's about. I don't say we all because it's not everyone. A lot of us old school fans bitch about not having storylines play out over anything longer than 30 days or a month or whatever it is. Man, this has been playing out for a long time, and I am looking forward to it really kicking off tonight and standing and delivering the morning of WrestleMania Saturday. I'm here for it, man. It's money. It's friggin' money. These two guys have proven that they can be major money, and I am absolutely 100% invested in sitting back and getting to produce this show for you guys, but sitting back and watching it unfold on my Peacock screens. I'm here for it. My official prediction is Ilya retains the championship, and that Braun and Baron Corbin win the Dusty Classic because of the impending implosion of Mello and Trick.
And with that being said, as producer man just gave us the words, don't go anywhere, folks, because NXT Vengeance Day is about to kick off our Sunday night right now.
Yeah, okay. I did see your super chat. There's the oh yeah, okay. You guys gonna get synced up.
Of course, because We've been there when it was then.
Forever.
We are here in the now. And once again,
Okay,
forever,
you're behind me.
we're going to be part of this fun here at the JMN Multiverse of Media together.
Black screen.
Fade to black, fade to black. Black screen.
Roses.
Black screen.
All right.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Okay,
While they are
JMN?
showing this, oh, sorry, go ahead, Jay.
Good. I was going to say, to answer Emmanuel's super chat real quick, I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was
took
gone.
Place in a match. He took place in a match in September 2023 against Braun Breaker in India, and he hasn't been seen since. I don't know if maybe they had buyer's remorse and they sent him back down to the PC for more seasoning, realized he wasn't ready to come up to the main roster. But I honestly don't know what has happened to Odyssey Jones. If I hear something, brother, I will let you know, because I know you and your sister are so good to us.
Yes.
With your love and support. So if I hear something, I will let you know. But I know nothing right now.
I was curious myself about Odyssey because I saw there was something there, but it just I think what you said is on the money. Like, it wasn't like the plate wasn't fully ready for presentation yet. You know, we'll see. But these guys and gals of NXT are ready for their presentation in prime time, man. Premium Live Event, first one for NXT in this very young year. It's crazy to think about it, folks. We've got the women of NXT doing their thing. There's a woman general manager for the first time in WWE in a long time. And her papa just happens to be the topic at hand around the wrestling world, isn't he, right now?
Yeah, the selfish, cold-blooded, arrogant, egomaniacal son of a bitch who stole the story from the American Nightmare, if you believe what's being presented out there in the dirt sheets.
Yes, not just the dirt sheets, man. Twitter, like I said, we're gonna stay positive, but Twitter, breathe, y'all. It's okay. It's okay.
There's a reason I was in the mood last night when I was. Whenever it comes to a social media driven conversation, I'm just like, nah.
For real though, in between matches, I encourage you. Y'all don't need to hear me, go outside and step in some grass, get some air in your lungs, come back in and watch the next match. I promise you, unless you're out here because it's raining like a mucker feather, you'll be okay. Goodness gracious.
Again, people are quick to overreact. And again, I do wonder if Camille Hayes has been overreacting with the rise of Trick Williams as of late.
I am still very much looking forward to it. It's these matches involving Trick and Mello and Ilya Dragunov and Baron and Braun are just have my focus, man.
That final shot just told us everything. That's the story of the night.
Yep. Mello over Trick's shoulder.
NXT proudly presents Vengeance Day.
From Clarksville, Tennessee, Virgin, here at the Championship Multiverse of Media. Welcome to the first NXT Premium of 2024. Another stop on the road to WrestleMania, where everybody seeks one thing, and that is to achieve their Vengeance Day. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to the Championship Multiverse Media Live Event. You know what this is. I am the simple man, the simple brand, the voice of JMN, forever great professional wrestling, and this NXT far better than what it used to be, damn it. And my name is Noah Foster, as of course with me is the man who's named the marquee, Jeff motherfucking Meacham, and the guy that has endorsed this brand since its existence, damn it, and doesn't digress, the Renegade Wrestling, JJ Williams. And guys, it looks like, again, history is certainly going to be made by these young, bright, up-and-coming men and women of this environment, of this ever-evolving landscape, as we look to see who will etch their names on the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Cup. And it looks like we're kicking things off with it. JJ, you ready to go tonight?
I am ready, man. I'm ready to whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
All right.
Although I think it's great that we've got Wade Barrett back for one night, but I am going to miss Booker T not having his ad-libs for Trick Williams' theme.
That's probably the one thing that Booker T actually does coherently on commentary that people will enjoy. But tonight, we'll see if we whoop that trick along with him. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, who punched their spot tonight in the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, beating the North Blade and Malik Blade, and the Latino World Order. Carmelo Hayes, former NXT World Champion. And again, folks, Trick Williams starts the night and closes the night as he will be contesting for the NXT Championship in our main event. But can he go 0-2, 1-2, or 2-for-2? It all starts right here alongside the 1 of 1. Feel the energy of this place, man. You hear it on your screen.
I do. I also heard Wade Barrett trying to do Booker T's ad-libs, and I just had to hang my head. It's like, I thought I was the whitest white man, and then Wade Barrett opened his mouth with that bullshit.
Well, you know, you got to applaud effort. And speaking of effort, how about the effort of the very unique, unlikely allies that have formed between Baron Corbin and this freaking dog off the chain, Braun Breaker. Oh, look at Braun! He's got a chopper of his own.
What is this? The Disciples of the Apocalypse now? Coming out on their motorbikes together?
I'm just going to put this in perspective, JJ. WrestleMania 35, Triple H did a Mad Max cosplay. And The Undertaker, of course, was a badass that rode in on your NXT on a motorcycle. So I guess Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, they roll alongside each other on choppers. And again, this match is all about defining unity in the name of honoring the late, great Dusty Rhodes. Of course, Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker made their way to the Dusty Cup Finals, beating Gallus and Axiom and Nathan Frazier. God bless you.
Could we not get Limp Bizkit's rolling for one night if they were going to do this? I'm just saying.
Maybe they didn't think that, they were hot enough for that. There you see that beautiful trophy. And again, one of these two teams' names will be encrusted in immortality forever with Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, the Offers of Pain, the Undisputed Era, Aleister Black and Ricochet, MSK, the Broserweights, and of course, the most recent winners, the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus Creed.
The Broserweights, wow.
Yes, Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle was a thing.
Somebody grab me an ice pick so I can poke my eyes out for that one. The Broserweights.
Yeah.
I had forgotten about that. Damn you, Noah.
I'm here to make the history, right? Bell reigns, we are underway. Again, the winner, of course, will not only etch their name, they will get a guaranteed future shot at the NXT Tag Team Championships.
Look at all those people with signs that say asshole section. I mean, technically it says a-hole section, but we know what they're saying. Like, come on.
Continental tie-up. I don't think Mr. Kennedy is from Clarksville, Tennessee, but I could be wrong.
Wonder if Mickey Dolenz is there tonight.
Damn. You're wrong for that. Of course, Braun Breaker.
The other three are dead. They can't be there.
Yes, but still. Two superstars right now in the ring that have already made an impression on the main roster. Braun Breaker, of course, coming off the Royal Rumble alongside Carmelo Hayes.
And Carmelo Hayes, of course, was in that tournament to get a shot at Logan Paul at the Royal Rumble, which he eventually lost to Kevin Owens, who got the opportunity.
Ooh. Again, we talked about before the focus, the mindset. Three of these men have one thing in mind, and that's the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Trick Williams has to redirect his focus on right now versus what's later.
Mm-hmm. He can't allow himself to try to look past this match to the title match, but he also has to try to keep in mind what lies ahead of him because he doesn't want to run the risk of getting exhausted or potentially injured by having this second match here tonight.
Oh, and just got run over by Braun Breaker to your points.
Speaking of the last train to Clarksville, Jesus just took him down like a freighter.
Yeah. Well, again, the explosive agility and power of Braun Breaker. Again, literally generational talent. He's a Steiner, folks. And yes, he did do Steiner map during the pre-show. I did not want to acknowledge it, but damn it. Some things are just, go with the family. And right, all four men just squaring off inside the ring. Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker, Trick Williamson's Baron Corbin up and over. Trick Milligan controls the ring in the early going.
You may not want to acknowledge the fact that he did Steiner math, but we do have to acknowledge the height that Trick got on those drop kicks a moment ago. Jesus.
Yeah, give Kazuchika Okada and Nick Nemeth a run for their money as far as who's got the best dropkick in the business. That'd be a great topic for open mic night.
Trick trying to egg the opposition to get back in the ring. He's feeling it right now. Baron Corbin sliding in.
Trick Williams catching him, though, beating him to the punch, and Trick Williams following up. Beautiful net breaker, float through. Here's the cover, hook of the legs. Gets a 1 count. And again, we talked about Baron Corbin. Let's just forget about this. Again, Baron Corbin's last accolade of his career was 2017. It was the W United States Championship for 7 days. Baron Corbin, former general manager of Monday Night Raw, former Andre the Giant Battle Royale winner, former King of the Ring, and now he has a chance to be part of Immortality in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic in this resurgence of his career in NXT.
Wasn't the King of the Ring victory after the United States title win, though?
That was, yes, during the Thunderdome era, to your point.
So that would have been his last accolade.
Yeah, I suppose, but what's a bigger accolade, a championship or a moniker that barely is even remembered to this day?
It just depends on how you look at things. I mean, United States championships come and go, and if you only held that title for 7 days, it's a forgetful reign.
70.
Whereas he was King of the Ring for an entire year. I remember him seeing videos of him like actually perpetrating and doing the gimmick for a while thereafter. So some could argue that that was the more recent accolade.
Fair enough. Oh, man! Caught Bob Breaker with that pop-up uppercut. Baron Corbin by Trick Williams. Death Valley driver. Carmelo Hayes off the second. Catches him with the flying clothesline. Bob Breaker, though, hoisted Carmelo Hayes up and over. Oh, my God!
Jesus, what a cutter there.
Take over TKO, quite literally.
And then kips up with ease like it was nothing to the big man. Look at it again. Up and over, hooks the neck, drives him down.
Bob Breaker has all the tools to be a top star in WWE. No wonder Nick Aldis gave him that contract. And again, Nick Aldis has already advertised Braun Breaker to sign for SmackDown. And Braun Breaker was looking at that contract earlier tonight. So again, I talked about Trick Williams being of two minds. Is Braun Breaker of two minds here?
Well, Braun Breaker still has to go on Monday night and see what Adam Pearce has to offer him, as does Jade Cargill. But Jesus, Corbin turning Mello inside out there.
Inside out and upside down. And right now, Carmelo Hayes is looking for the tag and probably looking for Brett back in his lungs. Baron Corbin, also previous challenger to the NXT Championship. Of course, the Dragunov will be defending that against Trick Williams in our main event. Baron Corbin faced Ilya Dragunov for that title last year at Deadline and made it extremely personal, added more fuel to the fire among this Trick Mello game of possible controversy.
That's a fair enough point to the producer man in the chat room. Looks like Obafemi isn't the only bad motherfucker in Clarksville tonight. Breaker and Corbin are on it tonight.
Yeah, they definitely have their sights set on winning this. Power and aggression on full display right now. Rocking Trick Mello game. Baron Corbin taking advantage of Carmelo Hayes. Tad to Braun Breaker now. Braun Breaker squaring up. And, big body shot. Follow-up shot.
And then an elbow to the neck there.
We're wearing down Carmelo Hayes right now. And in a way, though, this is good for Trick Williams because, like you said, he's not exerting a lot of energy. He's not heavily physically involved. But I do wonder how much does Trick Williams want this as well tonight. I got to wonder if both are equally as important, especially when you consider how long he's been rolling alongside Carmelo Hayes. Braun Breaker a little bit caught off guard on the ropes there and flies through Carmelo Hayes in the clothesline. Here's a cover. Is that enough here? 2 count only.
Was a little botch on Braun's behalf there.
I was saying, did his arm get tied up in the rope? And you see Braun right now showing the scars of battle. Let's take a look at this again, though. Watch this clothesline.
Yeah.
Boom! That's a lariat because that ran through him. Carmelo Hayes didn't walk into that.
No. It looked like Braun hit the middle rope instead of hitting the top rope square because the way his head and neck went under the top rope.
Oof.
Huge suplex, though.
Float over in the cover. All right.
Shades of his Uncle Scotty with the push-ups there.
Well, I mean, hey, again, Steiners. I mean, they truly are one and the same when you look at them. Just one's more hot-headed than the other.
I was going to say, I don't know if I completely agree with that. Rick was always the more hardcore, but technically proficient. Scotty was the more, I don't want to say high flying, but especially before he hit the roids, he was the more agile, quicker one. But to your point, he was the hothead. He was the short fuse.
I thought all Steiners
So I
were
definitely don't think that both of them are the same. Rick is a teddy bear.
Oh! Pure power displayed by Braun Breaker with the cover. Both legs gets a 2.5 with that assisted setup for that power slam. I will say
Rick
this,
is a teddy bear. Scotty's the type of dude that if the wind changes from west to the east, he's trying to beat the shit out of Mother Nature.
That's fair, but there is one commonality about Steiners. They were made for this business.
That's fair.
Again, capacity crowd on hand. NXT Dust Throws Tag Team Classic Finals here in our opening contest. NXT Vengeance Day. Trick Milligan, Trick Williams, and Carmelo Hayes taking on Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. Carmelo Hayes right now trying to look for the tag, trying to create separation from Braun Breaker, and Braun, though, keeping him towards center. Again, we still have 6-person tag team matches to come. We have 3 championships on the line, and we have a no disqualification fight on our hands tonight. Looking for a cheap shot against Trick. Braun Breaker missed. Carmelo Hayes lunging forward. Fingertips away. Braun Breaker denies it, though. Hoisting up Carmelo up and over. Carmelo tried to go for the cutter, was unable to. Caught Braun Breaker, I think, inadvertently. Again, how much has been taken out of Carmelo Hayes right now, as he is mere fingertips away from making the tap, but you still see Braun Breaker trying to withhold him from it. Braun Breaker pushed up, Baron Corbin to Tad Baron, Tad a trick!
And here we go.
Whoa,
Look that trick.
Leg lariats galore just teeing off against Baron Corbin right now. Can you dig this? Trick Williams right now looking to build momentum for his team. Flies in at Braun Breaker, excuse me. Baron Corbin hoists it up into the flapjack. Beautiful kip up, follow up by Trick. And we are whooping that. Uh-oh. Williams right now might tweak that knee, though. Trick Williams trying to fight for the pain. Hoists Baron Corbin up, planting him. Choke slam, cover. Two might be it. No. Big Uranagi, excuse me. Again, the pure athleticism displayed by Trick Williams with the added motivation of the entire NXT universe. Carmelo Hayes now coming in, though. Ooh, did not get all that moonsault, though. Did he get enough? Hooking up far leg and a 2 count on Baron Corbin. Did someone not put the ropes up properly here? That's the second rope debacle right now we've seen. So we see one on each side. What's going on here, JJ?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Baron Corbin right now hoisting Carmelo Hayes up, but you see Carmelo Hayes fighting back on knees to the head. Back elbow strike. Almost a bird communication there. Big kick, rocking Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker comes back inside the ring. Ooh. Send to the top turnbuckle. Baron Corbin. Uh-oh. Look for deep 6 counter. Baron Corbin sit up and over with Trick with the drop down. Actually, it all over the place here. Trick off the ropes. Flies off, takes Baron Corbin down. And Hayes caught Braun. Here's the cover by Hayes to win the Dusty Cup. No! Whoa. Braun Breaker just able to survive after eating a cold breaker, running in. Got all of that cold breaker for a 2.5. Carmelo Hayes can't believe it. Whew. Again, Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker fought over the NXT Championship for the better part of 4 months. It was Carmelo Hayes that won the title last year alongside hype man Trick Williams at Stand Deliver. Uh-oh. Hoist it up. Braun Breaker hoisting Carmelo Hayes up, lunging him to Trick. Oh, no way. No way. No way.
Yes,
way. 2 for 1.
Holy crap. German suplex, fall away slam combination. The straps are down.
Uh-oh.
Breaker is ready.
And Braun
Tag
right
to
now.
Corbin.
Yeah. What the hell is it going for here? Baron Corbin picking up speed and Braun Breaker hoisting Baron up and over.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, you put it on the line, you throw your own partner into chaos. That's a 280-pound man launched like a shot put. That's crazy.
Diving clothesline.
Ooh. I think Hayes landed on Trick Williams, who was looking to break out that pin. So good awareness by Baron Corbin. Inverted contact, though, hooking him up. Deep 6.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Another
and right
one.
back into it goes Trick. And Baron Corbin with the cover, middle of the ring, and it's 2.5.
Nope.
Oh, dear.
Trick is bleeding from the mouth there.
Well, it is the month of blood. It is February. Good grief. This is not brought to you by the American Red Cross, but he might have, to your point, some internal damage. A lot of wear and tear so far on our challenger for later tonight for the NXT Championship, it seems. Tweaked knee, possible busted tooth or internal bleeding. And Braun Breaker right now, what the hell is this Mad Dog figured up doing here? Ascending to the top rope, Trick Metal Game on the outside. Good Lord!
Swanton bomb from Steiner off the rope there, taking out both Trick and Mello.
A shout out to another all-time great tag team,
Throwing
the
Mello
Hardys.
back in the ring. Now Trick.
I think Trick is still the legal guy, though. And the official is losing all control here as all four men right now in the ring. Baron Corbin with Trick Williams, Braun Breaker with Camille Hayes. What is on these four men's mind, particularly Corbin and Breaker? Williams fighting back, though. Oh, bad landing for Baron Corbin off the top rope. And Mel Hayes right now trying to fight off Braun, hoisting him up and taking him down to the mat. Oh, wait a minute.
This could be it for Mello, looking for nothing but net.
And Baron Corbin caught him coming in. Hooking him up for an Corbin caught. Whoa! Big net breaker. Didn't get all of it. Got enough of it, though. Spear to Camille Hayes. Broken in half. Cover by Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin win the Dusty Tag Team Classic. Just like that. How about a buzzer beater of a maneuver? Camille Hayes looking for the shot, nothing but net. Inadvertently, Baron Corbin was able to scout that and prevent it. Messy net breaker, though, by Trick takes Baron out of play, but clears the way for Braun Breaker to spear Camille Hayes and hook both legs. And Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin have won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Trick Mello game loss. And Camille Hayes ate the pin. Inadvertently, you could say Trick Williams cost his boy there. Because he didn't have enough time to come in to break up the pin, JJ. And you know, there's some poetry to this. Baron Corbin was previously involved in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Cup in 2015, and he lost in the finals. Now in 2024, alongside Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin has won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Congratulations.
You think about what Dusty's meant to NXT. Baron told me directly how much Dusty meant to him. And you think about the Steiners and what Dusty did for them as a booker. It's pretty cool. I love that finish, though. There was that subtle moment that Carmelo was distracted by Trick's cutter or whatever you wanted to call it, the neck breaker. And in that moment of distraction, Breaker just speared the bejeebus out of him. It was good. I like that. That was a good, solid opener. Nicely called.
Yep.
Nicely done, boys.
Very game contest by both. And of course, the next time we'll be calling WWE content for you all. Time yet to be determined. Will be for the Elimination Chamber, which of course is our last stop as of right now on the road to WrestleMania, as we have a short intermission here. So, JJ, go ahead and give some of your thoughts to that. You were right. Oh, wait, he's going to be right back.
I think his thing frozen. Oh, there he goes. Okay.
Yeah, it was refreshing. But yeah, Jeff, again, to your point, you talk about yourself, the resurgence of Baron Corbin's career. Previously a finalist participant in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. In his career resurgence in this NXT, he won it this time alongside Braun Breaker.
I would really like to see Corbin get what I've felt he's deserved all along. Just he's been a favorite of mine, and I know I win the league with that because of Dylan. But even after he kept having failure after failure as far as booking, I've dug the character, and I'm tickled to see him and getting this resurgence, as you called it, within NXT. Jay, I saw you were sharing something, and then the share disappeared.
It disappeared because I refreshed my thing. Can you guys hear me okay? Am I choppy?
You're great, man. You sound great.
Great. You're great, and you're not choppy. All right.
Well, you were.
But oh no, there we go.
There he is.
Hello.
Hi. There we go. Hi.
Can you hear us? Can you hear
Hello?
us? Can you hear us? We hear you.
Can you hear me okay? Am I choppy? Okay. My signal keeps going in and out. I think it's the weather.
Probably. Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you fine, but I don't know if I'm coming through Rero on your side.
You're not coming through Rero, but there is a significant delay between us talking and you responding, like at least 2 or 3 seconds.
Okay, you're all Rero on my end.
Okay, Noah, am I Rero on your end?
No.
Okay, it's you, brother. Or it could be
That's
my
why
weather.
I keep asking if I'm Rero on your side.
You're not re-roll to me.
Okay,
Neither
well,
you are.
here, wait, hang on.
I'm out. There is no re-roll right now. As far as me goes.
Check.
I hear you. Do you hear me? That's what I need.
I hear you, but you keep coming in. You keep coming in kind of patchy, but I don't know if it's my signal, the weather over here, or if it's on your side of things. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I keep getting the little thing in my StreamYard screen where my signal is dropping down. So I try not to talk during that time because I don't want to come through Rero.
Okay, then it is you, because there's a delay. There's a delay on his side. There is a delay between us talking and you responding. I understand you're waiting for us to finish, but there have been a couple moments now when I was off screen that you came in choppy. So it's probably the weather. We'll just have to deal with it as we can. It is what it is, folks. Yeah, let's do a test here. Noah, respond to me as soon as you hear me finish.
Okay, I respond.
Okay. JJ, respond to me as soon as you hear me finish. Yeah. See, yeah, it's on your end, brother. We're not.
On me.
Okay, then it's definitely you, my friend. I don't know what else to say, because we're all sounding fine.
I'm gonna try to restart my computer.
Okay, brother.
And again, folks, we are here with you the entire way as we continue the road to WrestleMania, as we are 62 days away. Jeff, can you believe it? 40 years of the stage of the Immortals, countless moments, legendary encounters. And of course, we will see how WrestleMania shapes out with a preview at a press event that will be presented courtesy of Peacock Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we get ready for WrestleMania kickoff, brought to you by Pizza Hut at the T-Mobile Arena. Again, folks, you can tune into that Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Peacock. I don't think we're necessarily going to cover that here, but expect discussion on open mic night.
I will definitely be going into it on the Meech's Musings that morning, or that afternoon. Like, as soon as they're off the air on Peacock with their coverage of the event, we're definitely going to be talking about it on Musings, and I will definitely have you guys going to open mic night for sure. Whether I'm there or not, we'll definitely get on that.
Okay.
But for now,
as we move forward through tonight's festivities, it's time to prepare for our NXT Women's Championship match. Again, it was Lyra Valkyria that finally rose to prominence in one of my top 3 matches of WWE last year for the women's division, which is a very small list considering what they've been doing with them when it matters the most for championships. It was the man at Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria that tested each other's fortitude, will, endurance, passion, and hunger to be the one on top of NXT. After Becky Lynch got the Grand Slam, Lyra Valkyria was able to beat the man. And ever since then, Lyra has been the face of the NXT women's division and has been quite a fighting champion. In a way, she has finally risen to promise. While the Prodigy has always been one to rise to promise, she has not held that title since March 7th last year. And now she's not simply here because she enjoys this. She's here because she will do anything, it seems, to get what she never lost in the first place. And that's the NXT Women's Championship.
Exactly. This is one of those I so very much look forward to everything we're going to see tonight. This one really intrigues me. I've not really been able to fully get into we're not doing that match now. Just kidding. Okay, well.
But again, they're hyping it up, but get ready to see some hardcore justice. And I'm not talking about the TNA show because shit's about to hit the fan. Jeff and Multiverse Media, here comes Dijak. It's time for a no disqualification match.
It's so crazy to me. Oh, here we go with the timeless presentation. Just noticed that right now. It's funny to me that this guy, when he first left or was removed from the stable that went nowhere, I think it was called Retribution, if I remember right. My goodness. He was called T-Bar in that group, and of course we've lamented that with Aaron being the original T-Bar because of his middle name. And Dijak has just had, I won't call it a career renaissance since going back to NXT, but he's definitely seems to have found himself within this character. It's really awesome. Really awesome. And yes, Walter, we appreciate that. And I appreciate the $2 as well. So thank you. Much appreciated. If y'all want to keep super chatting enough to get us better equipment and weatherproofing, we'll definitely take that.
Yeah, what sort of destruction awaits us, though, with these two men?
Just sheer brutality. And God, this poor, depraved, lost soul that is Joe Gacy. He went from what seemed like had so much potential as a stable to hearing the reports about the grizzled young veterans wanting out, to them getting out, to Ava leaving his side and becoming the general manager. And he's just, I wouldn't say he's a few fresh with that meal. I would say he's not even inside the restaurant yet. He's out in the storm trying to figure out how to get in the door to get his Big Mac.
Speaking of which, JJ, sound check, mic check, lag check. Can you hear me? Respond.
I can hear you fine. Can you hear
Beautiful.
me? Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. You guys are good. Have fun.
Technical difficulties be damned, and freaking divine intervention be on hold for these two madmen that are going to literally kill each other in the name of winning this and proving who is the most violent force in your NXT.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this encounter. I wasn't expecting it to be so soon, but let's do this thing. Oh, shit.
Dijak has a nightstick. And wait.
Joe Gacy.
What's that? I don't think we're going to see any wrist locks here. This is not going to be a technical contest, JJ.
Oh no, not at all.
And Dijak right now just teeing off. I think that was a baton that he had, like a mini baton. And of course, Dijak always carries a nightstick. Whoa, God, what a close line. Immediate kick out, though, by Joe Gacy. For those that don't know, I like violence. Dijak right now.
Yes. Violence is good.
Yes, exactly. Oh, well, that Beal probably wasn't good for Joe Gacy. Here's the cover by Dijak. I like that Dijak right now is going for quick falls, trying to literally exhaust Joe Gacy here. But again, you see that just maniacal smile. This gives me shades of, you probably can relate to this, JJ, back in the old days of WWF, when Al Snow was literally a glutton for punishment. Oh, boy. Trash can inside the ring now.
What can I?
Steel chair. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We go on reroll. Oh, shit. Well, technical difficulties. Shit. Okay, there we go. We got
It's just one of those days. Everything sucks. All technology blows. Anyway.
Okay, all right. Yeah, he was re-rolling there for a quick second. Go ahead, JJ. Try and speak now, man. Come on, let's get this shit together. We got this.
Check.
Yes, check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I'm trying, y'all.
I know, JJ, you're fine, man. We're gonna get through this together. This is your brand, and I refuse to not do this without you. You're the reason to actually care about NXT again after the Black and Gold fucking died a horrible death. And I don't digress. Good grief.
And I appreciate that. I just wish I could hear half of what you're saying so I could respond to it.
Right. But right now, we got a table coming into play. And again, folks, technology is what it is, but we're still going to remain together with you as long as internet allows us to. And right now, Joe Gacy setting up a table on the outside of the ring. What does it say about a man's mentality to literally go into another man's office, domain, headquarters, and just cause havoc? Joe Gacy literally instigated this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I couldn't hear what you said at the end there.
Oh, okay. I was talking about what is
the Matchbox cars?
Those are toy figurines.
The toy soldiers.
Okay, I'm not sure what the hell is going through this guy's mind right now. Oh, Lord. I mean,
this is any father's nightmare.
Yeah, about to say, have you stepped on one of those things with a bare foot? That'll make you cuss like a sailor. Oof. Oh, God! Psycho boots. Flush to the face of Joe Gacy. Again, this man's still smiling. Jack. Wow. Didn't even get a 1 count there, JJ. Yeah, there is some, because he's not responding. There is definitely some lag. Jeff, do you hear me clearly? So yeah, shit.
All right, hey, we'll move along here as we can. There's almost a 1 count. He kicked out at a 1 count. This man is certifiably insane. He's crazy.
Yeah, about saying he's still smiling. He gives me shades of Al Snow. He gives me shades of the tortured soul of mankind. For somebody that is a glutton of pain but finds a violent euphoria in it.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure I said something similar about John Moxley versus Heyman and Page from last year's Revolution, where Renee Paquette says those two crazy motherfuckers needed counseling, and there wasn't no form of counseling that you could pay that it actually resolved both those men's taste and love of violence.
Hey, Renee may need the counseling. She married Moxley.
Hey, look, they made it this long. They have a lovely little child. All right,
they do. I love them. I love them both, and their daughter's beautiful. But my goodness.
Well, again, anything's legal here. There's no disqualification as Dijak is trying to literally make sure that trash can can't be removed from Joe Gacy's head.
No. Dijak's clearly trying to make Joe Gacy one with the trash can. It'll now be Trash Can Gacy going forward.
Yeah, Joe Gacy will have new merchandise in WWE shop. Trash cans with that crazy, sadistic mask smile that makes Joaquin Phoenix look sane.
Hey, you know what though? At the end of the day, we have Trash Can Gacy, and if you believe what's going out there, we have the Chase U calendar as official thing. Those are very different styles of merchandise, but I'm okay with it. It's a wide variety of things.
And how do you attack a man while blinded? You literally just flush the trash can into the man's like a battering ram.
It's the best part of the blindfold match we never wanted. Anyway.
Joe Gacy back to his feet now, squaring up against Dijak.
He is
away at the big Croatian. While we're trying to clear the ring of some of this rubble.
Mad respect to Gacy, man. He's standing up and he's bringing it to Dijak here, man.
And right now, Gacy hooking up Dijak. Wow, man!
He
what a Uranagi
did.
cover!
Wow.
2.5.
Man, that was every bit of a Samoa Joe intensity Uranagi, and he still only got 2 because Dijak's just as crazy as Gacy is.
At this point, I wonder it's not about who's more crazy, about who can endure more punishment. Irish whip, Joe Gacy from the corner, Dijak with the follow in. Dijak's it up and over, lands on the apron. I just noticed, by the way, there are several rolls of duct tape right there. Someone's going to be in serious trouble. Oh, God! And flying off the apron, face first through a table covered in toy soldiers and cars goes Dijak.
Every bit of my fatherhood and my childhood died in that crash just now. Oh, my God.
Definition of a crash.
That was just ugly.
Again, though, the only way this match ends, though, is via pinfall submission inside the ring. Joe Gacy, though, looking to follow in. Dijak hooking him up, though, hoisting him. Choke slam, down on the chair. Cover, turn, no.
He still kicks out as they show the replay here for that. Oh, my God. Damn.
That was the high end of the table, too. That obliterated under John.
Right. Yeah, just if he'd have hit it probably an inch or two the other way, the cards, everything would have gone flying. It would have been a hell of a visual, not going to lie.
And again, shout out to the Renegade JJ Williams. Please follow him, folks, at the Renegade of Wrestling, at RWJJ Williams. Please become a member today. And again, support the man. Show him some love. Super Chat, Cast 18 Studios. We appreciate the brainchild that truly brings the passion and the reason why we covered this NXT brand for y'all here at the Multiverse of Media. But unfortunately, Mother Nature apparently does not give a damn.
Yeah, it's a high desert, man. Once the weather gets wiggy, it gets wiggy. So it is what it is, folks. But man, this match is what it is, and it's oh my goodness.
We'll talk to him also privately after this too, because I want to make sure that he's okay. Gacy right now trying to take Dijak off the ropes, off the top. Oh dear Lord. Bad intentions here. Dijak hooked up. Oh, jeez. Superplex and missed. Contact with the trash can. Covered by Joe Gacy. Hooks the front leg. 2.5. God.
And again, take a look at this.
Frame almost went crashing into that trash can.
And here we go, Noah. You talked about it.
It's what kept Batista down for a 10 count in last standing against John Cena. I'm just saying duct tape might be one of the most resourceful tools to use against somebody when it's legal.
What?
And Joe Gacy is literally blinding Dijak right now, wrapping duct tape across his eyes so Dijak can't feast his eyes on nothing.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Now, this truly just became a blindfold match. One side. And Joe Gacy teeing off with kendo sticks.
God.
Swinging for the fences, whacking and cracking away at Dijak's back.
It's bad enough to get kendo sticks to your body, not knowing they're coming, not be able to see or be able to brace yourself. That's the worst part.
Joe Gacy looks like something you would literally see out of a trailer park. Just a human car wreck of an individual. In its own perverted playground of violence. Upside down. Whoa, wait a minute. Dijak caught him, hooking him up on the shoulders.
Oh, no.
Face your eyes connects. But he can't find him.
He can't find him. Oh, no.
Gacy rolling out of the way, and Dijak can't believe it. He literally could have pinned him at one there. Referee trying to help Dijak maybe get that done. But take a look at this, by the way. Feast your eyes. That knee right between the bridge of the nose.
That's madness. And then looks like ow. Man, he's peeling it off. Ow.
That's just all sorts
that
of
shit hurts.
Right there.
That shit hurts.
Hair, sweat, and adhesive glue removed from Dijak's face.
Oh,
at least
man.
Clearly.
What the?
Dijak right now, finally looking at Joe Gacy. What in the hell? That is a sick, twisted, psychotic individual of madness and violence.
For real. That he's. Oh,
DDT on the chair. And Joe Gacy right now looking to capitalize on that ridiculous mind game, making Dijak see things upside down. Joe Gacy to the top rope. Big splash on the chair. Cover, hook the leg on Dijak. John, no!
He's still kicking out. The pair of them are. What the hell's going to take, Noah?
How close? I don't know at this point. Again, that's really the question that we have not to answer here, Jeff. How close has Joe Gacy been in multiple attempts to put Dijak down? But to my point, Dijak proves that he says he can break a man. Meanwhile, upside down, nice stick to the gut. And once again, up on the shoulders. Feast your eyes one more time. Cover on Gacy by Dijak for the win. Dijak puts Gacy down, and there's no disqualification madness. Well, that was every bit violence as I expected, but look who's smiling in the end in defeat.
Smile on it. Oh, that twisted face, just that smile, that evil glare across his face, even with his eyes shut. He enjoyed that.
He's out cold, but he got everything he wanted and more. Dijak declared the winner, but Joe Gacy gets what he wants in the end. Punishment.
Yes. It would appear that JJ has gone to an alternate device. We'll see how we're doing. JJ, can you hear us, sir?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You can hear you, and there's no delay in the response. That's perfect.
All right. I'm on my phone, so.
All right. We will have the Andre shot of JJ Williams as we do, because we will deliver what we promise, folks, and that is our WWE NXT commentary team doing their thing. Probably better you weren't watching that, because the violence that it incurred probably would have just made the weather efforts even worse, because the weather itself would probably be like, "Ooh, nope, can't too much." Even Joe Gacy's too crazy for the weather itself, by God.
That's it.
Yes.
Well, that being said, we got another momentary intermission again, folks. Hope you're enjoying the presentation as we persevere for the elements. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, and if you are enjoying what you see, show some love. Give it a super sticker. Give it a super chat. It truly is as simple as that. If you also want to take the conversation at Casa D18 Studios, become a member today if you can as well. We got some fun content that's ahead for you that certainly will make you say this is awesome. And so far, this show has also been very awesome. And I'm gonna shut up.
JJ, they did the thing.
I'm just gonna let JJ talk now.
They did the thing.
This is what I was trying to share earlier, is the link to this on Shop Zone.
It does exist.
It does exist.
Shit. Who that is? Who it is popping in?
That's me. That's me.
Okay. Oh, you're trying to just. Okay, I got you. I can't believe, it was funny. Poor Noah's just like, they're not having this. It was pointed out that it's an interesting time to do something like this with, good Lord, that's a hell of a cover. Thank you and good night. They got legs. They know how to use them.
But you want to talk about athletics? How about Obafemi right now lifting what looks like part of a staging piece as we prepare for the NXT North American Championship match. Again, you talked about this beast of a man. Comparisons to Brock Lesnar, Mark Henry, and Big E Langston. But before we get there, it looks like we're going to get some six-person mixed tag team action as the family, the Tony D'Angelo family, looks to whack a couple of GTA rejects. Six-person mixed tag team action up next. That's a thing?
That's a thing. You're Noah echoing.
Son of a bitch. Why? Just why?
Okay, so it's not me echoing. I feel a little bit better.
Freaking believable.
The echoes are still perfect, though. Who gives a shit? Hearing Noah's guttural reaction and opposition to this, and then hearing it again.
Why? Why is this a thing? Calendars? Who buys calendars? You got a daggum phone. You got a daggum watch. You got a daggum Amazon Alexa. Oh, shit. I figured turn mine off. Alexa, stop. Dadgummit. Why?
This is the greatest night in history of a great sport right here.
Sometimes I wonder.
Oh my God.
And it's all yours for only $24.99.
That's right.
They're probably shipping and handling.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, that was good shit.
Shipping and handling probably make that damn thing $32.
Yeah, that's okay. That's worth it. It'll save Chase U, by God.
Oh God.
Yeah, but if you find a couple of things on clearance, you get shipping for orders $29 and up.
There you go. Arlene with a very generous and very sweet commented super chat. Thank you, Arlene. We appreciate that. Hang in there, JJ. Me and my brother are listening to you guys instead of the NXT commentary. Hey, you know what? Commentary might not be so bad tonight. It's Vic and Wade tonight instead of freaking Booker. So, yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, Arlene. I do appreciate that.
Very sweet. Oh, Lordy.
These freaking wannabe street thugs freaking going into an establishment like that.
Here we go.
Noah's doing so good with not ranting. And then the Chase U calendar is that's it. We're done now. That's it. No more happy Noah.
Is there any way I can
we go from a Chase U calendar to the GTA rejects. It's just a 1-2 punch for Noah.
Why don't I just get the damn controller out, put a fucking cheat code in here, and get them a 6-star wanted level, and have the fucking military blast them with a tank?
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start.
That doesn't work in Rockstar games. They block that shit. Damn it.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
It's like Saints Row trying to be Grand Theft Auto, and then they went badass crazy into space and virtual reality and fucked that franchise up.
Baby Jesus. Matthew knows what's up. Oh, Lordy.
Hey, I'll take an anime group going up against the family before I'll take some wannabe ballers, Grove Street cosplayers taking on the freaking family.
No.
Okay, because just for the record, since I'm on my phone, I can't really see the comments.
Right.
So I'm going to need somebody to read them off so I can respond to them, please.
All right. Well, Daniel said at least Thea Hale or JC Jane did OnlyFans. If Thea Hale did OnlyFans, JJ's brain would short circuit because that would be the complete loss of her innocence. That'd be it. Like there'd be no going back then.
Oh Jesus!
Like no. All right, tag team, six person. Excuse me, tag team action. Have fun, boys.
And we go from motorcycle choppers to lowrider bicycles.
Oh, the way.
Where are Hunico and Camacho when we need them?
Somewhere else, unfortunately. Otherwise, these guys would be literally whacked and wasted.
And I'm surprised neither one of them has Jada Parker on their handlebars, because that's like the thing to do in the streets. You ride someone on your handlebars.
Well, you put them on the bitch seat, but I don't think those lowrider bikes have a second seat.
No.
Anyway, if you know, you know. A classic motorcycle philosophy, even if those are lowrider bicycles, I'm pretty sure that still holds up in the streets. I don't know.
I'm not bringing up Camacho, though, because Haku will kick my ass.
Fair enough.
But again, you know, OTM may be the established team in this match right now of these people, but the eyes are on Jada Parker to see what she brings to this dynamic and to the reign in her debut match.
Yeah, she might be
as well as Adriana Rizzo on the other side for the D'Angelo family.
Yep. I respect that. But again, forget about her because the family's about to whack a bitch. As Adriana
But you can't
Rizzo,
forget about her. She's missed November in the Chase U calendar.
Oh, fuck me. Now she deserves to lose even more. Adriana Rizzo looking to take care of business tonight on behalf of the family. Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh, sneaking in from behind while they're facing the ring, blindsiding the opposition. Great move by the D'Angelo family here.
The women right now just jaw-jacking. They haven't even locked up yet. I like this so far. Bell raiser underway. Kick her ass! No love lost with these two. Gang warfare underway here. The streets taking on the higher class. Boy, does that sound like capitalism.
And the women knowing that the eyes are on her, making sure they're the legal ones in the ring right now to get things started, while Bronco Nima, Lucian Price, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, and Tony D'Angelo all brawl on the outside.
But to your point, again, it's about the women, and that's really how this started. Again, it was Jada Parker that crashed the D'Angelo establishment.
Ooh.
And took out Adriana Rizzo. What the hell was that? Some sort of like sit-down senton off the bottom rope while she was perched across the second.
That was ass on the chest. That's what that was.
Accurate. Good grief. ATC. Whoa, Lupus pressed by Ariana Grace right now. And again, to your point, this is these two young, up-and-coming athletes in-ring debut. There's a tag to, who the fuck is that? Bronco Nima.
Yes.
That's Tony D'Angelo.
Ooh, Lucian Price, though, coming and just blindsiding D'Angelo there.
This boy's got thicker dreads that, you know what, I'm not going to go there. Anyway. Woof.
Good call. Probably a good call.
I'm just glad I'm not seeing a do-rag right now in 2024 in WWE, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, if Vince McMahon was managing him, then we'd have Do-Rag McMahon.
Oh, fuck that shit. I quit. Tony D'Angelo right now throwing off Lucian Price. Meanwhile, Tad to Stacks. A little bit of misdirection there. T-bone collision. Hoisted up by D'Angelo. Power slam toss. Great tandem offense here, demonstrated by the family. Here's the cover, but Stacks gets a 1 count only. Wait a minute. I just realized something. That's not Maddie Wazowski. That's not Maddie Wazowski. I was about to say Dana Parker. That's not Maddie Wazowski. I was about to say. That would have been really interesting. Stu the Thunder Rosa. Of course, recently been involved with the NXT Performance Center. I forget what her new name is now. I know she had a in-ring debut. Meanwhile, Stacks to D'Angelo squaring off against OTM. Oh, Jada Parker right now coming in. Rizzo catches her. Yeah, the underboss right now and the crew going at it against these free blokes. I like this.
The underboss with some underhanded punches. Throwing Jada Parker into the corner. All three members of the family stomping a mud hole through the kids trying to come out the mud.
Yeah, here's how you come out of the mud. Get a real job. And get a real gimmick that you can buy into.
Damn.
What's he figured here? Oh! I'm not sure what was going on there. A little bit of miscommunication, it seemed, between Grace and D'Angelo. Oh, I see. They didn't want her to attack the guy. They wanted her to attack the actual woman. I have a different word in mind, but I'm going to try and be sensible now. Don't expect it, though. My rage level is at level 1 of 6 stars right now. And for my GTA players, you know what's up. Covered by D'Angelo in the middle of the ring. Gets a 2 count. Again, this really came to head after Rizzo was attacked. And then we saw the melee that ensued over the coming weeks in your NXT between these two crews.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm just waiting for the gloves to truly come off. We got a little taste of it here at the outset of the match.
Right.
But you know that these girls are going to be the ones to get the hot tag and bring the match kind of home. The meantime, it's going to be the men doing their thing.
Ooh. And you talked about
damn Jada Parker just taking Stacks out there.
Yeah, well, the distraction by Scripps, who should be literally ripped up from the script. And to your point,
and again, I made that point earlier in the pre-show. Do the family have something to neutralize scripts?
Right now, I'm not sure, but I would like to think that the family has something in mind. Maybe not tonight, but I do think there's a bigger agenda. This club down, Stacks literally flattened. Face first on the apron.
You know, I hate to say this because it's kind of what got you started on your rant and diatribe, but if memory serves me correctly, Chase U still owes the Don a favor. So maybe Duke or Andre Chase or even Riley Osborne can come out to kind of eliminate scripts there.
About to say, isn't Ariana Grace part of your Chase U calendar portfolio?
No, Ariana Grace is not.
Oh, well.
The only people I recognized on the calendar that they posted images of are JC and Thea, obviously. Adriana Rizzo, here with the family. And then Ren Sinclair, who's been running lately with Fallon Henley.
Fallon Henley has a new tag partner? That's interesting.
Yeah, Ariana Grace was trying to give her charm lessons and show her how to be, high society. But Fallon Henley came in and basically squashed that, and Ren left with Fallon. So,
about to say, some people can make it in the streets. Some people can make it in the big time in the city. Other people, they just like the simple lifestyle of the country. So, I mean, you can't force a person to change. But adding some etiquette to your repertoire could, pay dividends. Stacks right now looking for the tag, reaching out as far as he can. Tony D'Angelo fingertips away. Lucian
Yeah.
Man.
Jeez, that was so close. Like you said, fingertips away.
Oh, jeez, and sidewind up and over the top rope to the floor. Again, Tony D'Angelo fan has been the NXT Tag Team. Will someone please take out this fucking reject former scripted match buffoon out of the equation? Losing prize.
Isn't Reggie a former 24/7 champion?
Yes, unfortunately, and he did run up and join the fucking menagerie with that towel that should have been dropped in the volcano.
Well, I mean, it was attempted to be thrown in the trash. It was missed, but belt has still been retired.
Yeah, I guess, but still. OTM right now taking control, isolating Stacks in their corner. Lucian Price squaring off against Stacks here. All these names right now just have my blood boiling. Tag chats right now in the
They're
world of trouble.
characters, Noah. You gotta have some personality. You gotta have a little bit of pizzazz to yourself. Even you're not just Noah Foster. You're the simple man with the spectacular voice, the voice of JMN. You've got some character, to some pizzazz to you. So how can you truly knock some of these names here? Nice baseball slide by Jada Parker there, taking out Rizzo.
I feel like ChatGPT could come up with better name conventions than WWE Creative. Oh, wow! That was a hell of a takedown there with the suplex. 2.5 suplex power slam combination by the OTM. I need to see this again. Hoisted up for a flapjack and then planted down with a power slam. I'll admit that was pretty effective. That was actually well done.
Thank you.
Presentation aside, I won't deny athleticism if it's on display tonight. You see Tony D'Angelo right now trying to will his underboss back into this match. Stacks just trying to reach out for anything, try to create some separation. Tag now, now.
Look, if I'm being 100% honest with you, OTM has a long way to go to really earn my respect as well. Hot tag to Tony D, but I don't hate on them to the extent that you do either. So it's kind of a neutral ground with me.
That's fair. Again,
I kind of look at them as like a modern day Crime Time in their presentation.
I don't know if that's an insult or if that's an actual endorsement.
Well, I was a huge fan of Crime Time, but the big man there that just took the butterfly would be Shad, and the one just took the spine buster would be JTG by comparison.
Well, they have 10s and 20s, so I guess they're got some money to them. So, wait a minute, what's Jada Parker doing here? Oh!
Ooh. Slapping the taste out of Tony D's mouth, and Adriana Rizzo's not going to stand for that.
Oh, no, she's not.
Bam! There she goes. The Spitfire Rizzo there.
I like Rizzo. I like that spirit. That was good. Again, you talk about though what this really is about at the end of the day, possibly, and that's the NXT Tag Team Championships. We know now that Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin
launching Stacks to the outside, taking out both members of OTM.
Yeah, and they have a guaranteed shot. Wait. What's Adriana Rizzo doing here? Adriana right now holding up to the top rope. And Adriana might be looking to fly crossbody. Taking out the entire OTM. Man, former American lawn jumper here showing how far she can fly. And meanwhile, Scripps coming out.
Here comes Scripps.
Wasted. Good riddance. Don't need to see right now. Back inside the ring. Woo! Big spine buster. And the boss.
But is that enough?
They're going to take care of business. Fisherman hook. Forget about it. This fan's over. The family wins. I told you don't do mess with the fucking family.
Hey. Just because I felt OTM needed it more doesn't mean that I'm mad that the family won. And a great showing by both Jada Parker and Adriana Rizzo in their PLE debuts here.
And forget about it. I will say this. Yeah, again, like I said, presentation aside, great athleticism display by all six here tonight as the former American lawn jumper launches and takes out the entire OTM, one of the most ridiculous cross bodies I've seen from a woman in a long time. And forget about it, Antonio D'Angelo gets the win. Man, did Adriana Rizzo flip the switch in this team's favor tonight? Go back to the streets. Congratulations to the Tony D'Angelo family. OTM bats the mud. And again, we know coming after the family next for sure is Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. Business as usual. All right. And also, it's so damn good to know that the technology for once is cooperating. As we have another intermission again, folks, thank you for tuning in to this presentation. We'd love to get your thoughts on if you prefer the streets or you prefer high class, what do you see yourself as a society? Let us know in the comments. And again, we always do this for all the shows across all the wrestling, all the sports entertainment, all the companies, in what is christened We're Gonna Die year of live watch live event planning as things continue to be underway. So that being said, we got a short break here. Grab a drink, stretch the legs, and Jeff and JJ, talk about yourselves. Jeff, why don't you go ahead and give your thoughts on that match?
JJ, go ahead.
There you go.
While we're on this little intermission, I'm going to try to switch back to the browser, see if it works. That way I can get off my phone. Give me a second.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, as he does that, Jeff, do you have any thoughts regarding that 6-person mixed tag?
It was what it needed to be. I think the wrong team won, but again, you don't. It's not a knee-jerk reaction because we'll see how it plays out on Tuesday and going forward. But I will say, I appreciate having that match again. That was a match that you weren't looking forward to. I was able to step away and do the what do you call it? Let's go join shenanigans while I made my dinner. I literally had a smoothie. To everybody in the chat room, we did see the super chat from Walter. I just put it up during the chaos with JJ's technology. I do agree. I think Joe Gacy could have been part of a revamped Wyatt family. But again, it's a lot of this. He's a lot of the same kind of presentation that Bray had. So do you have a part of, or do you just have a rehash? That's my only thing, right? So
it's one of those things where how many times we talk about what's originality anymore in this industry? Revamped, recreated, remodified, wish.com variation, blah, 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 whatever crosses less than a simple person's mind when you don't use ChatGPT to try and come up with actual creative good stuff where a computer might think better than a human being, and that's the society we live in. I, for one, welcome our computer overlords. Just saying, but I am not a robot, as far as I know.
Yes.
It's one of those things where it's like, I could see that, but I also wonder, to honor Bray Wyatt, do you really try and redo something like that, or you just leave it be? Because we really don't know how far we were going to go with the Wyatt 6 campaign because he was taken away from us way sooner than expected.
I think I'm seeing the chat. And by the way, don't need to apologize to everybody. It wasn't me being annoyed. It was just I was stepping away making my dinner, and we were having tech issues. It went nothing. No animosity toward the chat. We love you folks. We love you folks. I think what Walter meant was had Wade. I saw freaking Wade Barrett for a second there. Had Bray survived and that revamped, relaunched Wyatt family come to fruition with Uncle Howdy and all the other characters. Again, yes, but I think the best elements of Joe Gacy, and I'm trying to, kind of be careful how I say this because I don't want to sound like I'm, condescending or being insulting, but I think the best parts of Joe Gacy have been the originality, not joining up with somebody else. So I don't know if it would have worked putting him with Bray.
I'm about to say, I look at Joe Gacy's mindset right now. It reminds me of what Al Snow used to be when he had the hardcore board.
Yeah, Al Snow, if you go back and watch 1999 WWF, which I was doing not too long ago, and it was that initial bloodbath from the Brood and then the chair shot that should have sent Al into orbit just knocked him, next level goofy. And he just kind of stayed on that path for a while.
well, I'm about to say, you get your head rocked enough times and your body warped. You're never really the same way again,
Yes.
I think. You almost are a glutton for punishment to the point that you need a freaking squad to help you with intervention. What the hell is this?
Yes. This is a ad for... Don't know. Oh. Kiana talking to... Oh, Lord, these two yahoos.
God, these two.
Yes.
Well, I mean, business, I guess, might finally pick up for these two after all. It was Kiana James and Izzy Dame that cost Roxanne Perez really a moment back in that steel cage match at No Mercy, which kind of caused Roxanne to take this new approach in the first place, for being honest.
It's very true. I saw you, brother. I saw you. I was trying for a good moment to bring you in.
All right.
Sorry. Obviously the browser didn't work.
No.
Okay. Very good. All right.
I stayed backstage for a little bit and listened to y'all, and y'all were still spotchy on my end, so I knew that if I came in, it was just going to be on me. So
But exactly right now, and that's what's most important, because this is your brand. I can't say it enough. I'll preach it enough though for you. This is your brand. Damn it, you better be here to stand and represent it.
It is.
Doctor's checking out Trick and Mello here.
Again, he got speared and literally lost.
Ooh, they're arguing.
They're not necessarily arguing. Let's forget about this. Trick Williams did the impromptu neckbreaker on Baron Corbin, and Camille Hayes kind of intervened in the way and got speared. In a way, Hayes saved Trick. And we've already talked about what's Trick's condition going into the main event tonight, JJ. He's got possibly a bum knee, and he still possibly has internal bleeding, if not a busted tooth.
They just said it's a busted lip. And Trick's asking about, why Mello took that spear from Braun, and Mello trying to tell him, it's like, look, got to take that L on the chin. You got to worry about slaying the Mad Dragon now.
That's fair.
Couldn't have you taking that spear and then trying to go into a match with the Dragon.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Guys, Trick wants his boy by his side in the main event.
Shit.
Trick Mello game Act 2 yet to come underway. Trick Williams versus Ilya Dragunov in our main event to come tonight for the NXT Championship.
I think I know what this commercial's for.
Well, considering we are on the road to WrestleMania, it is not just about Raw and SmackDown. As of course, JJ's brand will once again most certainly be the prelude towards the show against the Immortals, as it is now official. They will stand and deliver Saturday, April 6th, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 a.m. Pacific.
No! Damn it!
So, folks, stay tuned for that. NXT Stand and Deliver, Saturday, April 6th from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Wells Fargo Center, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before we get there, we
your fault, Bucker brother.
Hey, you said
No, this is not my fault.
This is your fault, because you said no. I'm gonna throw you in front of that bus, not under the damn thing. Because you said you wanted a good break between, at least an hour break. Well, they gave you a fucking break. Oh my God. If we don't die on the entire tour, we sure as shit gonna be in a coma after Mania. Holy moly.
Wow.
Well, Mania is supposed to be starting at what, 3 o'clock for us?
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, yeah.
To be fair, that's a 2-hour kickoff.
Well, right, but the point is, we start at 2. If they're starting at 8:30, figure that'll be the pre-show start. That means they're going to go live with the card at 9.
Yes.
WrestleMania weekend PLE for NXT, probably 3 hours, so that's noon. We still only get 2 hours.
Yep.
Damn it. I would have just taken the hour break and gone take a particularly good boo-boo and had a snacky snack and then went on with my day. Damn it. We're going to be up all fucking day now. Oh,
well, as you guys talk about the future, let's look at the present. As there you see, adorned with the strap, our NXT Women's Champion making her way to the ring. And here comes the challenger, Roxanne Perez. As one has risen to the occasion, the other claims that she is unbreakable. The prodigy looking to reclaim what she never lost. Here we go.
So they're giving Obafemi the semi-main event. That's big for him.
Yeah,
I figured they would have him come here and do the women and then the men.
Good for Obi, man. That's cool. Obi, listen to me. I'm talking about Star Wars.
Oba.
I know.
It's not Obi-Wan.
That's what I said.
I figured he was making a Star Wars reference there.
I wasn't trying to. I don't have to. I work for the damn company where I don't have to make jokes for them unnecessarily.
That's fair.
Anyway.
Again, JJ, we talked about before. Roxanne Perez, she is the prodigy that has risen to promise in your NXT, has done everything, but she has not been NXT Women's Champion since March 7th last year after collapsing against Michael Satomura under her own anxiety. But ever since then, while she has not been involved with the championship, since the loss to Kiana James in that steel cage, she's proven what she's willing to do to get back to the title. And tonight, she looks to show Lyra Valkyria she is unbreakable. Will Roxanne Perez, though, be able to dethrone somebody that was able to beat the man? To be the man, you got to beat the man. To be the champion, you got to beat Lyra Valkyria.
That's fair. And to your point, we've had four NXT Women's Champions since Roxanne had to surrender the title. Indy Hartwell, Tiffany Stratton, Becky Lynch, and now Lyra Valkyria.
Again, we look at this through Roxanne's eyes. You look at this through Lyra's eyes. This is her first ever PLE title defense since winning the NXT Women's Championship. 104 days in her illustrious reign, going into her third defense after being Xia Li and the former Iron Survivor Challenge winner, Blair Davenport. Roxanne Perez also overcame Blair Davenport, a very personal affair at Great American Bash. Let's go down to Alicia Terra for introductions for our NXT Women's Championship match. Oh, baby, I'm looking forward to this. I'm also going to say this right now. I hold Lyra in a higher regard than Rhea Ripley.
I do too. She's at least a fighting champion.
Yeah, right? What a weird concept in this day and age of wrestling entertainment.
You know, and like you mentioned, Roxanne had to surrender the title. She was never defeated for this belt.
Nope.
So in Lyra's mind, does she not feel that she's a true champion until she defeats She Who Never Lost the Belt?
Exactly. Again, what's the test of a champion? What's the worth of a champion? What's the value of a championship? Tonight, Lyra Valkyria looks to define that tonight in beating somebody that very well could have been coming in tonight as champion. Again, 1 year ago, Roxanne came in as champion. The reigns are underway. Continental tie-up in the early going here. Of course, Roxanne Perez earned this opportunity, overcoming a battle royal that turned into a fatal four-way. Ooh.
Nice gut wrench takedown.
And again, imagine going into WrestleMania. We can imagine now that Stand and Delivered is on the horizon. Your NXT's WrestleMania. How important is it for these two women to go into that stage, possibly as the NXT Women's Champion?
Oh, it's definitely important. But the $1 million question is will there be a roadblock on the way to Stand and Deliver?
Cartwheel escape and great kip up there in the early going of a stalemate here. Both these women right now testing each other athletically, trying to find a body part, trying to find a vulnerable weakness. Test of strength here, Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Again, Roxanne Perez literally coming out of Reality of Wrestling Academy. Here's a cover, nice roll up by Roxanne, gets a 2 count. Lyra Valkyria, jackknife followed up by Roxanne with a full through hook of the leg, 2 count. Reversal by Lyra.
Nice counter.
Here. Great exchanges here. Jackknife by Roxanne. The bridge by Lyra. The power game on display right now. Lyra with the advantage. Backslide. 2 count again. Perez right now.
The feathers of Lyra Valkyria's hair falling out or getting scattered along the mat there.
But again, Lyra talks about how she is a predator that always seeks a fight. And she found renewed hunger in this pursuit after facing a mommy last year that told her personally to show me something. Boy, did Lyra show her something all right. After Becky Lynch came in and took the title from Tiffany Stratton, it was Becky Lynch who literally inspired Lyra to pursue this dream of being a WWE superstar. Another NXT standout that she took the title from at Halloween Havoc.
Conspicuous by her absence is Tatum Paxley, but you never know when she's going to pop up. She has slithered into the ring like a snake before and struck at the most opportune times.
And most of those times, it was the championship's favor she had in mind. But lately, I almost wonder right now, it's been to the detriment of Lyra. Nice takeover there in the head scissors by Roxanne. Nice counter transition, though, by Lyra. This has been a great, pure wrestling match so far, honestly. Bridging escape right now out of the head scissors. And these two young athletes, not even a decade in their careers, respectfully. Stalemate again in this incredible going. You see the
I don't
fire.
think you could give me two women on the main roster that could do that. You'd be, yeah, see, the fact that it's taking you this long to think tells you how hard pressed it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was really trying, but I can't. Headlock
Maybe Natalya and Candice. Maybe. And that's me giving high praise for the Poison Pixie. Everyone knows how I feel about her.
That's to say.
But maybe those two.
Woo! Bakira right now able to keep up with Roxanne. Roxanne going back to the side headlock. Lara Valkyra, by the way, folks, is 27 years of age from Dublin, Ireland, 9 years in the game. Has championship accolades from across the pond. Previous challenger to the NXT UK Women's Championship against the final boss. Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, of course, trained out of Reality of Wrestling, 22 years of age, 7 years in the game. It was Michael Satomura, though, that tested Roxanne to her limits and beyond, where Roxanne had to vacate the title due to a health scare. Up and around, looking to take her down again and gets her with the T. Harris. And a beautiful kip up there by Roxanne. Perez once again chasing history as the prodigy looks to rise to promise, become a two-time NXT Women's Champion. Off the ropes, looking to pick up speed, going for the... Oh! Caught coming in with the tope suicida. And Lara right now, scouting her prey, taking her next move. Akira with a drop kick in between the ropes, drives Roxanne to the barricade. Again, championship Chloe change hands via pinfall submission inside the ring. Take a look at this, though, JJ. She got decked coming in. Right to the side of the jaw.
Rocked. Roxy got rocked.
There you go. Lyra looking to store, crossbody denied, hits nothing but canvas. Lufez press by Roxanne, just teeing off right now against Lara Valkyra. And again, we talked about before, think about every obstacle that Roxanne had to overcome, not just her career, but in NXT this last year. Blair Davenport, Kiana James, Ariana Grace, herself being perfectly honest. And it really, really began to kick off with that rivalry with her former friend, now frenemy, who's injured, Cora Jade. But it's almost like she's adopted Cora Jade's behavior, to get to this spot.
Again, I'm wondering if it's something, a little course correction of sorts because of Cora's injury. Was Cora Jade supposed to be in this spot? And when the injury was suffered, Roxanne was the best person to put in. Look at this springboard moonsault off the middle rope there.
Corner moonsault, by the way. She went from two sides of the ring for added momentum and leverage. Pushed off, though, by Lara, and Lara catches her coming in with the double boots. And again, it was Cora Jade that attacked Lara Valkyra after the Iron Survivor Challenge winner was declared in Blair Davenport. And unfortunately blew out her ACL. Took down by Lara, cover, and a 2 count again for the champion.
Well, during her most recent injury before coming back, she did get massive enhancements on her upper torso. Maybe she's just carrying too much weight now and ended up blowing her ACL out.
I mean, women could be top heavy, unfortunately, in this day and age, especially when peer pressure is a thing. It is what it is in society. I don't judge. I just state facts. Whoa! God!
I gotta admit, I wish I was in the production side of things so I could see Jeff's reaction to some of this stuff. Probably damn near had a heart attack with me praising Candice LeRae, and now he's probably doubled over with his sides talking about Cora Jade's enhancements being the reason she blew her ACL.
I'm sure we'll get something, not during Wrestling Quality Picture, but during intermission. This has been a very competitive contest since the opening bell. There's your reaction, JJ.
You are not either tired of my shit. You're probably doing exactly what I described.
He doesn't have a graphic to give you a true behavior, I feel like. Roxanne right now trying to find what she needs to do to become NXT Women's Champion. Up to the top rope. Whoa, big
Nice Hurricane Rana.
Up and over. Come on! Whoa,
Pop rocks, but she wasn't able to hook her.
Wait, what?
It's Lola Vice with her championship opportunity.
Tina Paxley, remember. Tina Paxley prevented. Oh, what a high kick. Just got dropped in a guaranteed contract. JJ, remember, it was New Year's Evil that Lola Vice tried to cash in after a match. What?
Are we going to have a heist of the century here at Vengeance Day, and Lola Vice is going to completely overtake this match, Noah? Is Lola Vice NXT's Seth freaking Rollins here? Kick to the head of Valkyria.
With a roll for my Rockstar, though, Chairman on the decision. 2 count, roll up by Lola, 2 count again. To your point, by WrestleMania 31. Big Sobot can't throw by Roxanne. I don't fucking believe this. Looking for Cop Rocks tonight. Lola Vice with the sleeper hold. The sleeper hold middle of the ring. Red die Roxanne down to the mat. She's got her down. Will Roxanne go out? Will Roxanne go out with a referee called? It's in deep. She beat Letra Lopez this past Tuesday at NXT. Referee nearly called it though. Roxanne once again looking for a new life. I can't fucking believe what I'm calling right now. This was not on my friggin' agenda or in my notes. I actually forgot she had the damn contract. Meanwhile, the roll through. Shoulders down. 2 count only. Oh, good Lord. Oh, God, what a high kick. That might be it. The cover by Lola. And no.
Roxanne Perez still has too much fight in her. Lola trapping her in another submission here. But Lola's got to be careful to make sure she doesn't have her shoulders to the mat.
Wait, look at Lyra. Cross body. The splash. The cover of Lola. Roxanne saves the match. Holy hell. The wherewithal, the presence, the perseverance of the champion, and the urgency of the original challenger. Take a look at this. Lyra falling from the heavens on Lola. Hook of the near leg, and Roxanne breaking it up with the purest of Hamas. I can only imagine how much more Roxanne is furious right now. And the champion for that matter. Again, it was New Year's Evil where Lyra defended her title successfully against Bert Davenport, and Lola Vice tried to cash in the contract then. Post-match, it was Tina Paxley that came to Lyra's aid and prevented that. This time, Tina Paxley got knocked the fuck out with that high kick. Woo! Made a wedge kick, man. So meanwhile, I gotta say, the kicking prowess of Lola Vice has definitely been one of her most oppressing attributes of her wrestling regimen. And Roxanne right now squared up against Lola Vice here. Again, it was Lola Vice that won the Women's Breakout 20 alongside Letra Lopez, being perfectly honest. And they had their fallout this past Tuesday on NXT. Now that Letra Lopez lives Legado del Fantasma on SmackDown. And Lola's been waiting for the right moment here. A little bit of Latino heat in the corner. Oh, what a hip attack. And now squaring up against Lyra. Catches her in the corner. Good grief. There's some freaking... I'm not going to say anything. Look, out of the corner. I almost said something I knew I was going to regret. Roxanne able to scout her, though, on Lola again. Fresh in there. Oh, Lyra coming in there. And what is this? 2-for-1 special at the DDT.
Nice. Jesus, did you see the way Lyra was spiked there?
I swear, my screen was paused for a second. She was
gorgeous kip up.
Put on the crown of her head. Roxanne says she's unbreakable and is willing to go how far she needs to win the championship. Tope Suicida to Lola, though, and she's not bringing it back inside the ring. And right now,
because I think she wants to pin the champion.
Well, again, that was the original intention, right? Everyone right now stood in shock and stunned, and Tina Paxley is literally out on the floor.
Lyra back in the ring. Roxanne climbing up to the top here.
This might be her moment. Make or break here. And Roxanne flies the crossbody. The rover, though, by Lyra, though. The strength on display. The heart of a champion here. Boom! That's an Oka driver cover 2, and Lola saves the match. And Lola
Holy
with the
crap.
cover. Oh my gosh! She nearly stole it. Woo-hoo. Talk about picking your fucking moment. Oof. NXT Universe on their feet, and I don't blame them. I might stand up here in a moment. I am in shock. Capacity crowd on hand. NXT champs running loud and proud for the NXT Women's Championship. Now turned to a triple threat. Lyra Valkyrie defending against Lola Vice, breakout tourney winner, and challenger who earned this in the first place, Roxanne Perez. And Lola right now has changed the entire landscape. Cover, the roll up by Lyra. Kick out by Lola. Lola, oh God! She's out, spinning back fist to the chest and a near fall.
Nope.
Damn, I thought that was
Lola has to make sure she doesn't get frustrated here.
Yeah, again, and she's doing everything she can right now. Now looking for a submission hold, the cross arm breaker, but you see the wrist lock by Lyra. The roll through. Oh, forced the break as Lola nearly got pinned. Fire spinning high kick, knockout shot. Roxanne, the back door, the deep roll up. 2, no. And again, every single moment is triple threat now. Someone else is there to prevent you from capitalizing. Roxanne up and over, hugging up Lyra. Cover!
Pop rocks!
Cover! But wait a minute, Tim Paxley! And there's no disqualification now, JJ. It's a triple threat. That's another thing.
Lyra Valkyria getting up. Lola Vice ready.
That kick. And Lyra able to scout it, hooking up Lola. Mitsunoka driver, cover, 2, and Lyra retains the title.
Wow.
It's fucking incredible.
And Roxanne even has more of an argument now because her opportunity was usurped by Lola Vice cashing in her breakout tournament contract, and Lola Vice is the one that got pinned here. Roxanne still has not been defeated.
But Roxanne also has not achieved what she believes she was going to tonight. Again, she thought that nothing was going to stop her. In comes Lola Vice. So not only did Roxanne lose an opportunity she earned, not even being involved in the decision, and with the added interference of Tina Paxley, but Lola Vice just lost on her biggest opportunity here. Incredible effort, though, by all three, as Lyra once again demonstrates the heart of a champion. Incredible affair. Lyra Valkyrie is still the face of the NXT Women's Division and still your NXT Women's Champion. Another battle of electrician here with Lyra standing tall in the end. That was fucking incredible. Wow. Okay, I have nothing else to say. If we got another admission, let's go ahead and give it now to the Daz, not always on wrestling. JJ, of course, called it, but I will say this real quick. That officially gets the Superman moniker approval. That's professional wrestling! Damn it!
Was that match shades of your NXT at least?
It absolutely was.
We're getting him, Jay. We're getting him. We're working on it.
And that's also women's professional wrestling, damn it.
That's also fair. And you know, I didn't realize this till right now, but I like JJ wore his Chase U shirt and we talked about the calendar. I completely forgot I was wearing my cowboy football high school sweater. Like didn't even occur to me until right now. So there you go. Representing the schools today. I enjoyed that match a lot. I enjoyed the brief, though it was, praise for Candace. So very good, very good. I'm content. It was a good match. I'm happy for the women. I am surprised they didn't send my main. Like I said, I'm glad they're giving Obafemi and Dragon Lee the semi-main.
But now Obafemi is basically the cool down match after that, because how the hell are they going to top it?
I mean, think about the way that match evolved. It went from, honestly, levels of pure wrestling in the early going to aggressive, hungry nature to a freaking triple threat turmoil and what a triple threat is supposed to be. That was incredible.
Yeah, women's wrestling. We've talked on this channel how much it means to everybody on this team, and the champion of NXT and her number one contender, and even Lola coming in and cashing in, really stepped up NXT's game. I'm looking forward to the road to Philadelphia now, without a doubt, on all three brands. It's going to be amazing.
Anyway, fantastic match. Arguably, that was the match of the night for me. I'm not going to
So
lie.
far, absolutely. So far. And you know what? Chris Leclerc, Roxanne Perez has every justification to turn heel now, without a doubt. JJ made a valid point. Wrong thing. Gosh darn it. Her shot was completely derailed, and because of the no disqualification wrinkle, because of triple threat rules, she got shafted, man. Wasn't right. It's no bueno. Not happy.
Yep. She's got even more reason to go into a full-on rage mode. I mean, you figure about that loss in the steel cage match against Kiana James. And we were trying to get a post-match interview. She just had this dark demeanor on her face saying, "I don't want to talk about it." Good luck getting words from her following the show tonight.
Right? It's going to be an interesting last couple of matches here. I know we're all on bated breath waiting for the Trick Mello fallout here at the end of the night, but man, this North American Championship match is going to be, I think, more interesting than people are getting credit for. At least I'm here for it.
I don't know, dude. Like, I was looking forward to the North American title match, but now after seeing that women's match, I'm like, there's nothing they're going to do that's going to compete.
Well, no,
it's just going to be, your bathroom break, your go get your drink and your snacks before the main event match. And that sucks for Oba.
Yeah. It does.
But It's like, if we look at this logistically, and I know we're talking, logic and wrestling. Don't give me the spiel, Noah. But if we look at this logistically, the odds are in favor of Oba and retaining because Dragon Lee's probably going to go back to SmackDown. So if you know the outcome, why do you now even care the match? But I do care about this.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Poor Noah.
Oh, Riley is asking Thea to be his Valentine.
It's so cute.
Just when I went from arguably honoring this brand, you give me.
Hush, Noah. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it right now. I have been all about that for a minute. I've had to deal with Arlene and Emmanuel telling me that he's going to want JC. That was everything I needed to see right now. You can give me that on the post show, but I don't want to hear it right now.
That's right. That's right. It's young love. It's beautiful, damn it. It's beautiful.
Yes. Seeing Riley Osborne ask Thea to be his Valentine was everything. I hope Arlene saw that.
Young love exists in this world.
God damn it!
There we go. Tuesday, March 5th. It is official on the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media, NXT Roadblock.
Why must construction be a thing? Why can't you have a clear road? Why you gotta have some damn claxons and orange barrels? Why you gotta have an obstacle? Why you gotta have a detour? Can you for once follow the fucking straight and narrow? Damn it! God.
Well, are you ready to walk into the flame, Noah, as Dragon Lee comes back out to get his rematch for the North American Championship? Obafemi took advantage back at, what was it, New Year's Evil?
Yep, it was New Year's Evil.
cashing in his breakout tournament contract, stealing the title from Dragon Lee after Dragon Lee had already wrestled a match. Now Dragon Lee fresh, ready, prepared for Obafemi. Is Obafemi going to be able to make it 2 in a row, or is Dragon Lee going to get his championship back?
Again, Dragon Lee, one of the most recognized, respected, accolade luchadors this generation. Former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, former NXT North American Champion, endorsed by Rey Mysterio himself. In fact, he took that title originally from Dominic Mysterio. And again, it was Obafemi that wrecked the field in the men's breakout tourney, catching on Bobo Dragon Lee and beat the man in less than 2 minutes. But the one thing that Obafemi does not have tonight against Dragon Lee is the element of surprise. And speaking of which, here comes that colossus of a man of power and agility wearing the NXT North American Championship. That's a hell of a presence.
That reminds me of some of the old WWE pay-per-views where you would see them walking backstage to Gorilla before they'd come out.
Yeah.
Most notably, I know we saw that at Survivor Series 97, and I think something monumental happened after they did that with Brett and Sean. I could be mistaken, but I think something like very, very important and industry-changing happened that night, but I'm not positive, you know.
I mean,
And then I think they repeated that at Mania 14 with Shawn and Austin as well.
The ruler right now of the NXT North American Championship division. This animal of tribalistic nature, it seems. Obafemi came in and exploded on the NXT scene, hurling people with a blue thunderbomb toss. Again, you look at this guy, many similarities in your thesaurus of superstars when it comes to intimidation, power, intensity, and aggressive nature. From Mark Henry to Brock Lesnar to Big E Langston to Keith Lee, there's no telling the potential of this guy, but we're going to truly see what he's made of tonight against Dragon Lee. Let's go down to introductions. Oh boy. And I still think that title truly has not had a rightful holder since Wesley. So Obafemi, sway my judgment. Short, sweet, simple, and to the point. Oh boy. What that tattoo says on his chest, I wonder. That name feels like it has cultural preferences, and I don't know why.
No, I feel you. It definitely has, you know, a little bit of flavor to it.
Well,
referee holding up the North American Championship, what this match is all about.
That's right. All right. Let's say, whoa. So with Emmy right now, looking at here. Well, reigns were underway. Obafemi, by the way, stood at 6'4", 273 pounds, folks, and he is from Lagos, Nigeria. Oh, good God! So Dragon Lee is in
Dragon Lee taking it to Femi here in the early going.
We talked about during our pre-show it was going to be a match of speed versus power. Oh, and the power just came into play, neutralizing the speed of Dragon Lee. Face first in the apron. Good Lord. I didn't think it was going to be that fast of a start.
Dragon Lee has to try to start off fast and furious. Hopefully it won't take 10 sequels, though, for him to get the title back.
That's a better question for again. He's not wrong, to be fair.
Thank you. It's like, come on, Jeff. That's a good joke.
Even I can freaking... Look, I no sell when I can, but I can endorse a joke when it's accurate. Up and over on the apron.
I mean, I could be sitting here going, shucky ducky quack quack dog.
Probably didn't do that for the counter thing. Off the top, roll across by the power.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Lord. What the hell? And whoa! And again, experience here, JJ, is going to be a key factor. Obafemi is the unknown, and he's only been, as far as we know, involved in this business for less than a year. Dragon Lee, trained veteran, decade of experience. Cover, 2, and man, just pressed it up the second. Double stop, close proximity. Look at that tree trunk leg, far leg gets a 2 count only. Jeez.
And Dragon Lee has got to stick and move. He's got to come around. You got to think of Dragon Lee as like a fly. He's got to buzz the victim, try to get him annoyed, take him down where he can, and just hope he doesn't get squashed by the ruler of NXT.
He just got planted off that ridiculous counter in the Cazadora, to your point. Good grief. And Obafemi right now putting the boots to Dragon Lee. Again, Obafemi, for those that don't know, 6'4", 273 pounds. He comes to us from Nigeria. Started his in-ring career in November 2022.
Jesus.
And look at the power on display with the stalling vertical drop suplex on Dragon Lee.
So not even a year and a half in the business yet.
And again, breakout star of your NXT, so the potential right there has already been seen. But now he's in his first PLE live event capacity, coming in as champion. And to your point, the semi-main event, which at this point I still believe the women deserve, so no disrespect, but
Maybe they did this to see if Obafemi could handle the pressure of being, semi-main event so close to the main event.
I suppose. Oh, God, what a feel.
Jesus. Just throwing Dragon Lee halfway across the ring there, almost corner to corner.
Obafemi right now has been the NXT North American champion for 27 days. Look at the freaking flyer miles Dragon Lee got here. Oh, man. Didn't even land flat. He landed on his side. And in the chat, as always, the robots, they're trying to take over the world as we speak. And this is not iRobot. Drops the elbow again. And Obafemi in the cover. Hook in the far leg. And a 2 count only.
Yeah, I can't do nothing about it. I'm not on the production side. Hopefully the producer man's taking care of it.
Producer man's got us. I know he does because he was able to put up the graphic. Again, Obafemi's been champion now for 27 days. The beating Dragon Lee in less than 2 minutes after Dragon Lee successfully defended against Lexus King. Dragon Lee had that title for 31 days, but had 4 defenses in it, JJ.
I do believe he defended it a couple times on SmackDown as well, Noah. That's part of what helped him get that many defenses.
And, of course, he's been involved on SmackDown as of late. One of his first breakout matches was on SmackDown. It was Dragon Lee versus Axiom, where people learned who Dragon Lee was. We talked about the future is now one point with Seth and Rollins. You're looking at the future now with Dragon Lee leading the way for Lucha Libre, while Obafemi might lead the way for hybrid powerhouses in your NXT.
Yeah, Dragon Lee barely able to get back into the ring before the count of 10. Got in about 9.5. Ooh, huge backbreaker.
And he holds the position, by the way. He didn't let him go. Trying to convince Dragon Lee right now that you will not take this from me. And again, vicious backbreaker. They might be looking for a hat trick here.
Asking for one more, I think.
I do wonder, though, again, you go to the well one too many times against an experienced vet, you're going to probably pay for it. Godly. You didn't pay for it that time. Cover, hook at the far leg, and again, Dragon Lee gets the right shoulder up. Oof. And at this point, we talk about, JJ, the perseverance of a competitor, the mentality versus the physical capability. You think about the physical toll right now that Obafemi is putting on Dragon Lee. When does the referee step in for, the well-being of the athlete?
I was just about to ask you the same question, Noah.
Uh-oh, up in the shoulder. Oh, boy. Locked in right now. Dragon Lee right now? Look at that.
Got him tied up in a submission here. Almost octopus-like.
Yeah, it's literally a modified octopus, but you look at the massive body of Obafemi right now. Dragon Lee's wearing him down, but doesn't have it fully locked in. If nothing else, though, he's bringing him down to a knee. And this is the first time we've seen Obafemi in this situation. Again, trying to neutralize the power. You try to cut off the oxygen. You try to cut off where he gets his strength from, where he gets his freaking living being from. Obafemi right now, though, with that reach and that power advantage and that weight advantage right now, causing Dragon Lee to exert even more energy, squeezing as much as he can. You see the wear and tear in Obafemi's arms right now. Inches away from the ropes and literally grasping with his jaw to force the break. So it's unique, but it works. It forces the break at this point, right? Dragon Lee right now holding on, changing position. Might be looking for sunset flip. Again, the power. Obafemi just way too powerful to overcome right now for that. Dragon Lee able to catch him coming in. Front kick to the midsection. Super kick to the side of the head. Rocks the big man. Step up into Guri. Finally takes him down to both his knees. Dragon Lee trying to chop the big man down. Off the ropes. Tornado DDT.
Beautiful DDT there.
Dragon
But
Lee looking for that.
Obafemi just pops back up.
That's that Cinematic knee. Cover. 2. No. Oof.
Obafemi too big, too strong. Most of those maneuvers would have taken any number of competitors out, but Obafemi just kept getting back up.
About to say 6 moves, and meanwhile, it only took 1 power move earlier to take Dragon Lee off his feet. Dragon Lee with a hot start in the early going, neutralized her in the middle bit, and once again trying to pick up momentum here as this match continues. And again, we talk about experience. I think right now, just based on, the sizes of the athletes and the conditioning, I think favors Dragon Lee more than Obafemi the longer this match goes. Dragon Lee to be captured. Rolls him over. Hook of the far leg. 2 count only.
Only a 2 count after that succession of drop kicks in the corner.
NXT North American Championship, our semi-main event here at Vengeance Day as Obafemi defends the gold against former champion Dragon Lee. Ooh. Dragon Lee able to catch Obafemi, though, looking for something high risk on the second rope. And now Dragon Lee hooking Obafemi up. Power bomb set out. Cover. 2. No.
Obafemi still able to get out of it. Just popped his body enough. Dragon Lee's got to be wondering what it's going to take to put him away at this point.
Too much power still involved. There's still too much heart in this untested athlete. The great power is shown by Dragon Lee. They're up and over, looking for the takeover T. Harris from the apron. And Obafemi catches him. Oh, God. Woof. That could have been disastrous there. Now both men on the apron. Dragon Lee with the rising knee strike. Takes Oba down to the floor. Still on his feet. Dragon Lee creating distance. Falling up. Oh, God. And literally knocked out coming in.
To my analogy earlier, the fly just got swatted.
Pun intended. Open palm strike to the chest. Might as well concave Dragon Lee's chest cavity. Uh-oh.
Obafemi clearing off the announce table.
Well, I guess that table hasn't been destroyed yet, ironically enough. Oh, no. Got him goozled. Whoa! Counter with the DDT on that. I think he hit him on the monitor. Either that monitor or that freaking wooden partition. Either way, both of those things are worse than that mat impact. Dragon Lee right now going in to break the ref's count. Looking for a pre with Femi, though. Picking the ankle, pulling him out. Hoisting him up. Oh, Lord. And, oh, Jesus!
Just chucking Dragon Lee into the announcer's chair there.
Just exerting his will. And to your point, the announcer chair might have been the softest impact Dragon Lee's had this match, despite it being a fresh choke slam. And Obafemi hoisting Dragon Lee up. Dragon Lee with the counter. Hook of the leg. 2 count only.
No.
The best clothesline. Obafemi right now, powered by fortunes that told him of his power and what for him. And Dragon Lee out of the corner, hoisted up, and Jesus Christ! That toss. Like a just freaking shot put. I talked about shot put toss earlier. SCC, pop up, power bomb. Obafemi retains. In dominant fashion. Yeesh. I mean, again, JJ, you talked about earlier, Obafemi He had to really hold up to this spot. And throughout this match, Dragon Lee brought up a very game fight, but the power displayed by this anomaly, just tossing Dragon Lee across the ring like it was nothing. And this pop-up power bomb. Eat your heart out, Kevin Owens. Dragon Lee was down for the count. There was no kicking out of that.
Yeah, no.
Golly. Obafemi might be inexperienced, but his potential is on the rise as he is still our NXT North American champion, crushing Dragon Lee in the process. I'm not sure what force is going to be able to step up to this guy now in your NXT. He might be a ruler for a long time to come. All right. Got another mission here, so sheesh. Yeah, good job for you, man.
Yes.
Oy, they.
Again, friendly reminder that I can't see any of the comments being brought up because I'm on my phone. So unless they're read, I can't reply to them.
Oh, what Walter said so far, he just got one match wrong.
Yeah, and hey Jeff, what was your thoughts on that match? Obafemi's first impression on a grander stage.
It was. I figured he'd be impressive, but he definitely delivered on the PLE stage, and I figured it would be dominant. I figured Dragon Lee, like I said, would have a better fight to give, and he did. But there was no doubt in my mind about the outcome of this match, and you know, to Matthew's point, he is a bit green, but Jesus, his power is intense. I fear for whoever tries to take a title from him. Like I said, from the minute he won that tournament and ever since, every time I see him on screen, bad motherfucker.
Okay, prove that tonight. And again, for those that are wondering about what that weird graphic was earlier, I have no idea. That might be a tease of somebody else coming to the NXT scene. And of course, the next time we cover NXT after Stand Delivered, it will be Battleground, folks. So stay tuned for more on that, as that was made official.
Like for those of you watching us and not the event on Peacock, Lexus King is at the calendar signing, getting in, making snide remarks, and Riley came back and got in his face. Now they're brawling.
Yeah, I think you got another match.
Fighting for the honor of his girl, Thea.
Meanwhile, we go backstage to the general manager of NXT, Eva Rain, and for her first PLE, I gotta say, damn good job.
You talk about a great way, a plot device for the heel turn. Thea aligns with Brian Pillman's son. Holy shit, would that be tremendous or what?
Hush.
That's good shit. Walter says, sorry, no, I'm getting that calendar. Walter knows what's up.
You weak-minded, foolish.
No, it's not weak.
Hey, Walter, pick up two. Pick up two.
I'm surrounded by. You know what? Never mind. I'm just.
That's right.
Hook your boy up.
Hey, if I can't get my King's Ice Screw calendar, I need some sort of decent calendar. Damn it all. Hey, Walter says no problem. JJ, there you go.
NXT Battleground is heading Savannah, Georgia. Okay.
Ooh,
Georgia.
They're in Georgia. If you know, you know, folks.
Well, thank you, Ava. And again, folks, we are on the road to WrestleMania. Don't forget, we are going to learn the outlook of WrestleMania 40 at the kickoff panel press event this Thursday on the Peacock. And if you're in Las Vegas, go and check it out yourself. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to learn from Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes. We'll hear from Triple H, The Rock, Roman Reigns, Bianca Belair, and Seth friggin' Rollins. WrestleMania kickoff is the road to WrestleMania is fully underway, and the show against the Immortals is less than 70 days away. This Thursday is going to tell a whole damn lot, much more than Monday night, I assure you.
If you're in Vegas this week, God bless you. You're a braver soul than me.
If you're in Vegas this week, run.
That's it. Well, actually, if you're there already, it's too late. You trapped for a week. You ain't going nowhere now. There is no escape. Who dis?
I have no idea.
Who is that, JJ?
I forget her name, but she's kind of like the new Thea, as far as like the energy and everything.
Yes. Jeff is with me, Arlene says, JJ. Thea hail for heel. Yes.
No, Arlene, that's a bad Arlene.
Yes.
And Emmanuel pointed out the
First
obvious,
she wanted Riley to go with JC
right?
to break my heart. And then Riley asks Thea to be his Valentine.
Nice girls.
So I had my W there for at least the moment. I mean, who's to say that things can't change on the Valentine's Day dates? But God damn it, let me have the W here, at least momentarily.
Right. Emmanuel says, Noah, you do know these calendars go to the women wrestlers supporting women. Yes, that's yes, we do.
There's other avenues. Go make a random ass T-shirt that every dumb individual with nothing better to do with the money will buy.
Hey, or you could go buy one of our shirts and not criticize everybody buying shirts.
For real.
That's fair enough.
Down boy. It's okay, Noah. It's okay.
Look, I'm fine. Look, I said it before, I'll say it again. This has been a great show so far. And speaking of which, JJ's NXT on full display. JJ, talk about what's ahead on your NXT this Tuesday.
Looks like we're going to get Axiom and Nathan Frazier taking on Edris Enofe and Malik Blade based off of that interaction we just saw. Also, Lexis Keene versus Riley Osborne. Riley Osborne, of course, just defending the honor of the Chase U women and the rest of the calendar participants, taking it up against Riley Osborne and Lexis Keene. And we'll get the celebration of our Dusty Cup champions all this Tuesday on my NXT, damn it.
Wait a minute. Whoa. What the hell's happening backstage? Lola Vice and Roxanne Perez are fighting it out.
Yeah, Roxy is pissed.
I don't blame her, but also you can't blame Lola Vice for going after the ultimate opportunity in her career. Oh, Jesus.
Who the hell's the guy trying to be Triple H?
Is that Sam Roberts? No, that's not.
No.
Well, I mean, Roxanne Perez, I said before, a woman of no words, just action and fists are about to fly tonight. And what has been a very tremendous show. We get ready now for our main event here as Ilya Dragunov defends the NXT Championship against Trick Williams. We're going to whoop that trick, but will we whoop that trick as the new NXT champion? Oh, boy. As they got the video package course going on. Again, JJ, we spoke verbatim about the rise of Trick Williams. I mean, you look at this guy. When he first came in, he was nothing but hype for somebody else. That was him. Mm-hmm. And then we've seen the subtle nature, the charisma, the presentation, the motivation, the nuances with Trick Metal game. But who knew that Trick had this much potential where he could not only rise as far, if not surpass Melo? And we saw it come to fruition last year when he took the chance on himself to prove that he could be no one's sidekick, but one of the best that can hang with the best. He hung with Ilya Dragunov last year at Heatwave. He became the NXT North American Championship at No Mercy, his first ever accolade. He gave us the comeback of the century in less than 3 minutes, pinning the field last year at NXT Deadline in the Iron Survivor Challenge. He has become your NXT's People's Choice. They have whooped that Trick in the white and gold and even now on the blue brand. And Trick Williams originally earned this opportunity at New Year's Evil, but due to medical decisions, Ilya Dragunov has brought him to a grander stage for this opportunity. But the thing is, during that time, he's been also doing stuff alongside him. And him has had some stutter steps, while Trick Williams has been nothing but forward momentum in both favor of the audience and his in-ring performance. And I think that has to wear away at Trick Melo's game, particularly Melo's mentality. Yet tonight, where he was once alongside his boy when he was champion, Trick wants Melo in his corner tonight against Ilya Dragunov. It was Ilya that took the title from Melo in the first place. And I have a very interesting feeling that history is going to repeat tonight in a whole different fashion. And I think Trick Melo game is about to take a whole different page turn.
I agree, and I'm here for it, man. Looking back at these highlights and seeing how everything has come to this point, it's like Trick Williams is the American dream right now. But is that dream going to become a nightmare?
October 2023, living this ever-reoccurring nightmare, it seems. In the back of his head, Trick Williams was assaulted, and Carmelo Hayes accused Ilya of being the one to do it. Carmelo Hayes right now, inadvertently striking Trick Williams with that title, trying to take it out of Ilya Dragunov's hands. Again, we've seen the subtle nuances. At one point, Carmelo Hayes put Trick Williams' opportunity on the line at New Year's Eve against Grayson Waller. Let's just put that in perspective. May the better man win tonight, though. Oh, boy. We're going from the playoffs to the finals, folks. The Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic is behind us. And there you see the czar of NXT, our unbreakable NXT champion that has pushed this brand to another level if you're going to beat him. Will Trick Williams surpass Ilya Dragunov? JJ, you know what you got to do, bro.
So what? You want me to Booker T this shit?
It's up to you, bro. I just know that you whoop that Trick all the time.
Uh-huh. That's right.
God.
Yeah.
Come on, Jack. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Uh-huh. Trick Willie. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. I'm too wide for all that.
Uh-oh, Jeff's on screen. He did put the graphic. Jeff, go ahead and say something real quick. I dare you.
There be some white people on this show today. And JJ and me is two of them, and that's okay.
Jeff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I see white people.
I do too. Yes. Goodness gracious.
I'm mixed.
Anyways, Trick Willie rises up to the top of the turnbuckle as Mello's feeling it on the outside. Is this Trick's moment? Is this his one shot, his one opportunity to seize everything he ever wanted?
Again, we've been through the journey of both these men, but more particularly recently, we've seen the rise of the future star in Trick Williams. Put up a shout time, Trick. Here comes Ilya Dragunov. A symphony of violence and unbreakable wills to be tested tonight in our main event here at Vengeance Day, as the Czar of NXT looks to defend his throne. Through the fire and the flames, this dragon comes to slay the night on the rise. Again, we talked about the respect that Ilya Dragunov has for Trick Williams. Again, last year, it was Ilya Dragunov was looking to whoop that Trick a whole different way. But Trick asked Ilya to prove himself, and he gave him that unique opportunity at Heatwave. Arguably the match of the night, that show, we're being perfectly honest. Ever since then, Trick Williams' stock has been nothing but on the rise. And then later on, following that, what happened? We saw, in a very unique circumstance, John Cena involved in NXT for the first time ever. And one individual asked John Cena a simple question that we did not on screen get the answer. John Cena, when did you realize your time was now? If the time is not now for Trick Williams, I very well don't know when it might be. But the added factor is Carmelo Hayes. And will him not miss? And will him for once be Trick? Let's go down the reductions. One fall. Alicia Taylor, of course. Alicia Taylor and Samantha.
Okay, you're Alicia Taylor, not Samantha Irvin. Cut the shit.
Hey, you know, she could give her some effort. You want your NXT to have that pop in circumstance, I would think.
I wanted to have pomp and circumstance, but I don't want everyone to be a copycat. That's one of the reasons why I'm not huge on Samantha Irvin, is because ever since she came into the fray, every female ring announcer has tried to bite her shit.
That's
and now it's annoying.
And, well, again, it's almost like Cody
Alicia
Rhodes.
Taylor does it. Dasha does it over on AEW. It's just annoying.
It's one of those things, though, where at the end of the day, you want to develop your own individual personality. And again, as Jeff alluded to, folks, you just saw it as official. Next time we cover NXT on the road to WrestleMania before we stand and deliver, we have to face a roadblock. Before we get there, It's our main event tonight. JJ, this is your brand. This is the cornerstone. This is the gem of your NXT. You know what to do, bro.
NXT Championship, Trick Williams challenging Ilya Dragunov, bell rings, and here we go.
NXT Championship on the line tonight. Our main event, Trick Williams, Ilya Dragunov 2 finally comes ahead. You feel the environment.
You can see the busted lip on Trick Williams there.
Trick right now going in for the first fast shot. Trick able to catch him though, coming in. Trick Williams, 29 years of age, by the way, folks. Stands 6'4", 207 pounds. Involved 3 years in his professional wrestling career. Originally trained out of CCW Wrestling Academy. And right now, Trick Williams catching the Dragunov, hoisting him up with a beautiful power slam. Again, everything that happened tonight earlier, we also got to consider the condition of Trick. Ilya Dragunov is in here at 100%. Trick is not. We know that he's got a busted lip, went for the drop kick, and probably a tweaked knee. And Ilya Dragunov, he very well could exploit that. Waist lock here by Ilya Dragunov.
I don't know anything about a tweaked knee. When he was backstage with the doctors, they weren't checking his knee at all. I think someone in the chat room may have made some shit up.
Well, I just know that he had that stutter step, so hopefully it was just, a misplaced landing. And again, so far that drop kick, to your point, very well might plead the case. Pop up. Oh, and Ilya catching him, though, taking Trick down. And the Dragon up picking up speed off the ropes, looking for Constantine. That was off the nose, by the way. That was not underneath the jawline. That was off the nose. And looking at the Dragunov right now, might have a busted nose.
Yeah, Dragunov is bleeding from his nose.
Well, again, watch this Constantine clothesline, though. Bam! So the drop kick hit the Dragunov on the nose, while that Constantine clothesline might have busted Trick Williams' nose. And we've seen what happens when Ilya Dragunov tastes his own blood. He becomes even more intense. He thrives on pain.
Yeah, absolutely. Most people do. It's that sudden rush of adrenaline.
Yeah, but we've seen how far that adrenaline goes in some people's souls, JJ. And I would think Ilya Dragunov has one of the highest reserves of that adrenaline. We saw and we called arguably the match of the year for your NXT last year in Ilya Dragunov versus Kamel Hayes at No Mercy. Think about how far, how hard, how physically tolling that war was. And Ilya Dragunov won in the end. Right
Absolutely.
Referee with gloves on his hands. Ilya Dragunov right now bleeding from the nose. And again, it's hard to fight when you can't freaking focus straight. And the more you lose blood, the more likely you can pass out. Speaking of blood, you see that busted lip right now on Trick Williams. That wound right now. Further expanded from earlier. And Ilya falling in. Big face wash with that boot to the side of the head. Ilya Dragunov.
Got to be careful not to get that lip bleeding again on Trick. Looks like it might be there.
You hear Ilya literally talking about nobody's going to take him off his throne. Again, is Trick Williams a throne breaker? Is Trick Williams a king waiting to happen? Is Trick Williams the next him? Oh! Body shot.
One way to find out here. Ooh.
And just spinning backhand just took Trick Williams down. Ilya Dragunov, 30 years of age, by the way. Stands 5'9", 187 pounds. 11 years of wrestling experience, including a student of one Daling Danalel Gunther Walter, a.k.a. Ringkopf. He and Walter have wars, not just in NXT UK, but in WXW. Ilya Dragunov has been tested his entire life. Big waist lock, German suplex. And again, the one thing, though, that we do not necessarily want to focus on here, but I do want it's on the back of Trick Williams' mind. Is he also thinking about still who attacked him? And I got to think about these exchanges with him and Ilya particularly. Is Ilya maybe talking some real truth here? Has he influenced Trick Williams' judgment when it comes to Carmelo Hayes? Oh, look at the fire. Look at the fire in Trick Williams' eyes. Breaking the waist lock, JJ.
As the blood just covers his teeth there. Picks the leg.
I was saying, he got more than a busted lip at this point. He might have literally lost a tooth or lost a freaking molar. Good grief. Either trying to fall again. Again, the boot crashes in Trick's face and sends to the outside. Again,
Mello trying to hype the hype man up, telling Trick he's got to fight back as Dragunov slides to the outside.
And again, we know there's respect between Kamel Hayes
Oh,
and
shit.
Dragunov, but we know Kamel Hayes is still steaming that he lost the NXT Championship, not only to Ilya, but lost in his rematch. Let's not forget, Kamel Hayes faced Ilya Dragunov in a rematch and lost that too. Uh-oh.
The sheer power of Dragunov being able to just strong-arm German a man the size of Trick Williams. You can see Mello's taking the sunglasses off. He is prepared to get involved here to assert himself. The $1 million question is he willing to assert himself to help his friend, or is he going to cost him? Jesus. Death Valley driver onto the edge of the ring there.
And again, to your point, Kamel Hayes knows he can't do nothing physically here. He just saw that firsthand, and that was clear message sent by Ilya Dragunov. Take a look at the replay here. Watch the way that Trick Williams lands. Oy! On the right shoulder and the right side of his body. Again, our main event here compares the crown on hand. NXT Vengeance Day. NXT Championship on the line. Ilya Dragunov defending against Trick Williams. Kamel Hayes in the corner after Trick Milligan came up short in the Dusty Rose Tag Team Classic Finals in the start of the night. But if anybody could offer Trick Williams advice more than hype to beat or hang against Ilya Dragunov, it is Kamel Hayes. Count up to 7 right now. Kamel Hayes trying to hype up Trick Williams, and Trick Williams gets back in 7 for the count. Ilya Dragunov skying it though. With that drop kick off the top rope. Float over, hook of the far leg, and a 2 count only.
The Vulture there was perked and was stalking Trick for his opportune moment.
Right on the carcass with another freaking lariat though. 2.5, hook of the far leg again by Ilya. 2 count again on Trick. Take a look at this, by the way.
You almost got to wonder if Ilya took Trick lightly because the fact that Trick just barely became a main event player. Did Dragunov potentially underestimate his challenger?
It's funny you talk about that because again, I looked at the highlight, and it feels like to me he holds Trick Williams up to a higher regard than other competitors he's faced in the past. Because he says when he is focused, he's going to give him absolutely everything. Oh!
But how much of that is legitimate and how much of that is sarcasm?
Well, again, Trick Williams said, you play mind games, but we heard the Dragunov said, yeah, I play mind games with Baron Corbin because he made it personal. It's almost like you're blurring the lines between personal and professional here with Ilya Dragunov and Trick Williams. And you see the fire in both men's eyes once again. Trick bleeding from the mouth, Ilya bleeding from the nose, and both men right now teeing off with elbows. Ilya with the big boot. Trick Williams set up the ropes, though. Trick falls in. Went for that cyclone lariat, and God, man, got caught with a power bomb. Looking for that leg lariat. Whew. And right now, they're Dragunov in the corner. Uh-oh, I think he sees his target, and he might be scouting for something huge here. Drop the ball, man! Trick caught him coming in.
Trick had him scouted there, playing a little bit of possum, maybe.
Big code breaker there. Ilya Dragunov, you see the eyes glared over right now. Ilya doesn't know where he is.
But Trick can't capitalize. He's too beat down. Completely flipped Dragunov over with that code breaker.
But again, Ilya Dragunov says we're going to whoop that Trick, and they are whooping that Trick here at this main event. King Mike to the point in the chat. Again, people are whooping that Trick here with Trick Williams. But again, is it his time? Ilya and Trick once again back to their feet, squaring off, teeing off right now. Elbow strikes galore. And again, Ilya teeing off both the left and the right side. Great distance between Trick. Trick falls in, though. Catches him at the leg lariat.
Harlem sidekick of sorts, shades of Booker T.
Literally, she stays with Harlem Heat all over this guy, if I'm being honest with you. Big flapjack. Trick Williams right now in the driver's seat, has to stay on the attack, cannot get lost in the moment. Put in the boots right now to Ilya Dragunov. Again, you hear, listen to the NXT Universe, JJ.
Yep, they're all chanting, whoop that Trick. They want this.
Deep arm drag counter by Ilya Dragunov. Comes in with the jumping kick, creates this with Trick, and once again looking for Constantine. Trick Williams able to scout it though, hooking Ilya up. Ilya able to fight back. Ooh, the side of the head. Oh man, jumping against the Guri. Trick off the ropes though. And flies in with the jumping clothesline, takes it off his feet. Both of these incredible athletes are leaving it all out here in the ring for the NXT Championship. Camille Hayes rooting on from the outside, applauding his boy. The intangible factor with these two. What is it going to be? What is it going to take? Who has what they need to win this match tonight? And Trick Williams are now teeing up against Ilya Dragunov up against the bottom rope. And again, referee trying to draw separation. Again, emotions might be getting the better of the challenger here. And Ilya Dragunov with the knife edge chops. And again, just rock and Trick down to his knees. Trick, big uppercuts, and Ilya up and over.
Jesus.
First to the apron and crashing to the floor.
Trick following outside so he can try to capitalize on this a little bit.
Again, you can't win the title on the outside of the ring, but you also can endure more punishment as Ilya drove Trick back first into the unforgiving ring apron where wood meets a steel beam. Referee trying to bring both men inside the ring here. Again, Ilya Dragunov first faced Camille Hayes last year at Great American Bash and lost inadvertently, crashing into the title that Trick was holding. Williams able to counter the Deathfire driver. What the hell is Trick looking for here? And Trick, oh God!
Rock bottom.
Dear Lord, you're knocking from the apron to the floor. What the hell, bro? Unforgiving slam on that mat, protecting the floor more than the athlete. And of course, underneath that floor is nothing but concrete.
This could be the best thing to happen for Trick. He needs to get Dragunov back into the ring and try to capitalize here.
Oof. And Ilya somehow still fighting back, bending him over with a kitchen sink knee and driving him face first in the apron.
Oh, here we go. Mello getting involved here.
Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, wait a minute. Carmelo swinging a miss. Thankfully, could have gone for a squad. Oh, no. Inadvertent shot block off that collision by Carmelo. Uh-oh. Carmelo Hayes did not want to get involved. Obviously did not want to do that. And you see the face of fury right now. And again,
Dragunov smells blood.
Yeah, and Carmelo can't get involved here, though. He risks the disqualification for his boy. And again, Trick right now might be very vulnerable here. You're looking to hoist him up. That body drop by Trick, though. And again, think about that leg. Oh! Big net breaker. Champion down for right now. Trick Williams once again looking for his next playmaker. And what? Whoa. Okay, this is bold. And drop the bomb face first.
Nice.
Covered by Trick off the leg. No. Are you
Trick with an H-bomb of his own.
Oh my gosh.
Taking a page out of the Mad Dragons playbook.
Not even Camilla Hayes went that far, JJ. Boom. We got all of that. Didn't snuff the flame out of the fire-breathing Dragunov, either Dragunov yet.
That could have been it. Trick needs to stay on top of it, though. Back up to a vertical base. Dragunov still reeling on the ground there.
Either Dragunov, though, slowly getting back to his feet, though, and you see Trick Williams scouting for his next play. And again, the leg gave out, and either Dragunov has Trick Williams hooked, hoisting him up, and a powerbomb release. Jackknife powerbomb, X-bomb, follow up.
Is that going to be it? Look at Mello on the outside.
And Camilla Hayes right now, I think, can sense that the end might be near, and Ilya Dragunov might be looking for the end. This was the same exact approach he used to beat Camilla Hayes. Ilya Dragunov up on the second rope, looking for a mega H-bomb, connects into the cover of the leg. This is what?
Trick still has some fight lift in him. Mello is in shock. The crowd here in Clarksville coming to their feet.
I don't fucking believe that Trick Williams survived that when him didn't. NXT Universe on their feet, looking to whoop that Trick in their draft. They're looking for constant. Liberty Moscow instead hits the second turnbuckle. Big boot connects.
Trouble in Paradise.
Cover. Hook the leg. No!
Oh my God. I thought that was it, Noah. I thought Trick had him there off of that Trouble in Paradise. Look at this again.
The collision, the second turnbuckle, to your point. That connection with that Cyclone boot and SOS of sorts. Camilla Hayes on the second rope. Oh no!
Referee down. There's that knee.
The trick knee, the cover.
But there's no referee, Noah.
4, 5, God damn it! 6, 7, 8, get a fucking picture. 1, 2, no! Oh my God. I'm going to lose my blazer in a moment. I can't fucking believe this. Camilla Hayes down. The original official's down. We got a new official. The trick knee connected. Had him down for an 8 count. This emotional roller coaster and NXT World Championship match continues. Damn it.
Crowd here in Clarksville chanting, "Ref, you suck."
I agree. Fire him. Waist lock, deep arm drag, and right now the drag up. Oh, there runs him with a rising knee strike. And another H-bomb connects. But he's not
Dragunov not going for the pin. He rolled off of him.
I don't know how wise this is at this point, though. The crowd's still wanting to whoop that trick. I will whoop that trick all night fucking long if this is what this NXT brings me as a main event. NXT Universe trying to build Trick Williams in, but Ilya Dragunov right now, oh shit. Going up to the top rope, looking for the Supreme. Oh, the knees! The knees! Trick got the knees up, and it collided with the bridge of the Dragunov's nose. This is Trick Williams' moment. This is Trick Williams' moment. He literally can win it here. He has it. Trickling for the knee, and the Dragunov knows it's coming in. Bumps these men about to collide in the middle. JJ, this might be it. Oh, dear God Almighty in heaven. The cover to the collision, giving the Dragunov the fucking win. Torpedo Moscow breaks the trick knee. We whoop that trick indeed, but Dragunov retains. Jesus Christ Almighty.
That was a fugly collision in the middle of the ring.
And the NXT Universe stood in shock and awe, stunned to signs of disbelief. Long live the Tsar. Ilya Dragunov wins this incredible contest. This was definitely a moment right here that I thought was going to be a difference maker. Look at the inadvertent chop block Camilla Hayes sent into the left knee of Trick Williams. And you see right there, it nearly cost him as Ilya hooked Trick Williams up. Jackknife powerbomb. Shades of Big Daddy Cool himself. And the H-bomb drop. But the heart of a champion right there. Inadvertent contact with that first stupid official. Fire that guy. And Camilla Hayes sitting on the outside of the ring. The trick knee connected. I thought we were going to whoop that trick literally for a champion. You could count the fucking 8.5 in that freaking moment as the other official came sprawling down slower than Charles Robinson and gets 2 9/10.
Dude was running like the Roadrunner. What are you talking about, bro?
Charles Robinson had a freaking 100-yard
He
jab
was
to make
running.
Yeah, fair enough. But boom! Jesus! Torpedo Moscow meets Trick before the trick knee, and Ilya Dragunov gets the hard-fought 3.
Poor bastard, he just kept running, like you said, Jay.
What a incredible, beautiful, violent symphony of two incredible main eventers. The era of the Tsar continues in JJ's NXT. Ilya Dragunov wins as vengeance was not served. As Camille Hayes hypes up Trick, saying it's Trick Miller game all day, every day, as we are about to go off the air. For the Renegade Wrestling, JJ Williams, I am the Seminole Foster. Thank you for tuning in to our coverage of NXT Vengeance Day. We will see you as we got one more roadblock on the... What the fuck? Damn it, come
The
on!
moment we've been waiting for.
What the hell is wrong with you?
God damn it. Damn you, Mello.
Him hit. Fit Metal game is dead, folks. Camille Hayes. Uh-oh, and he's not done yet. What does this prove? Seriously, guys, come on. What does this prove? Oh, dear. This is not going to end well.
No.
Trick Williams already with a bad leg, a tweaked possible knee, and a shattered friendship. No. Ah, jeez, the player that shares rivet in the knee. No, come on. Ah, damn it. And just whirling away constantly at the left knee and the left leg, trying to shatter it. Again, how long was this literally pent up? Was this truly all the way simply back from last year, October? You son of a bitch.
I think it goes farther than that. No, I think it goes back to Stand Deliver, like I said.
Now, come on. We need to get some officials. For the love of God, get some damn officials out here. We've already got enough injuries and enough freaking madness. EMG. Oh,
Laying the Trick Mellow Gang flag on Trick's chest.
Well, mystery solved. It was Mellow all along.
I'm sure come Tuesday we will hear from Mello as to his reasoning behind all this.
That's rough.
He truly is one of one, and he's only with one himself. Trick Williams defeated and broken, physically and emotionally. Trick got whooped. Oh, wait. No. Seriously, that's enough. Damn. Well, we may have Roadblock next month in March, but I think Roadblock was definitely put into play against Trick Williams' future aspirations to stand deliver tonight. As Camille Hayes is blaming all of us, blaming everybody. We made him like this as we go off the air for the Renegade Wrestling, JJ Williams, and for the man whose name of the marquee, Jeff Meacham. I am the Seminole Foster. We whooped that Trick, but Trick got whooped by him. And Vengeance Day was served by him. Damn.
Jay, you look crestfallen up there, brother.
No.
Okay.
No, it's basically what we expected.
Yep. A very good show, though, to say the least. Still a very incredible show. Delivered across practically everybody here. Very good stuff. Very good kickoff to NXT this year.
Just more technology frustrated, I guess, huh, bud?
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
it is,
I'm on the computer now, so it seems like everything is good, at least at this point. So,
yes.
I mean, my battery was about to die on my phone, so
that's it is what it is. That's why I bought extension cords when I had to look over here.
Is there still a lag when I'm talking now?
No.
Okay. I'm still supposedly supposed to be doing a recap of this with Datillas, so I couldn't stay on my phone. I've got to try and get it charged up just in case I need it for that too.
Fair. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and have you talk about what you're going to be doing tomorrow morning, bright and early in this rainy SoCal weather of hell.
Well, just like I do every weekday morning, I'm going to be doing For the Love of Wrestling, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. My reviews and coverage of SmackDown, Rampage, and Collision. You can check that out every day, Monday through Friday, on the Costa D18 Studios channel.
Let's see what we got here. Of course, I will be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific with Talk Wrestling. Definitely a lot to talk about, but we will be doing returning to the standard Q&A format. So if you've got questions, tweet them to me, messenger them to me, put them in the chat. You want the attention, give the super chat, simple as that. Of course, we want to thank all of our friends across the multiverse, starting with our buddies Statboy and Dory Lou. You can find them on Facebook at Dory Lou Hathaway and Mike Caldwell, on Twix at Hathaway Lou LB Stack in 1977, and on Instagram at Dory Lou and Statboy13. And we will see Statboy and the Sports Bar this coming Tuesday, February 6th, at its time of 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, with a full preview of the big game, Super Bowl 58, as we will also be featuring a watch-along of that game on Sunday next week, 1 week from tonight, 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 Pacific. That time is tentative, as Statboy Sports Bar, Mikey, and the team provides watch-along coverage, much like we do for WWE and all the other wrestling companies, of Super Bowl 58, as the San Francisco 49ers once again battle the Kansas City Chiefs, led to battle by the notorious Taylor Swift and company. Hell of a game coming up, and of course, halftime will feature Usher. Where are we at here? Of course, the Great Cherry brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I know. There's a lag. The Greg Cherry Show will be back on Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific, hopefully with everybody in tow, including yours truly. But that night, Wednesday night at 7:45 Eastern, 4:45 Pacific, Mr. Williams, sir.
Yes, we will be doing our watch-along coverage of AEW Dynamite, 4:45 Pacific, 7:45 Eastern, as we call what very well could be Stain's first and only championship victory and kick off that potential reign leading into his retirement at Revolution.
Thursday, of course, as WWE's been hyping for the last couple of days, they will have their WrestleMania kickoff presser in Las Vegas, 4 p.m. start. If you're in Vegas, 2:30 doors. Again, if you're in Vegas, you're a braver soul than I. God bless you. Immediately following that event, I still don't have the damn graphic. I meant to put that graphic in here too. We'll come back to that. Friday, JJ, along with your father, good sir.
Yes. Myself, Jeff, and my dad will be counting down the top 10 Beatles songs of all time as we celebrate the 60th anniversary of their initial appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show.
It is a cool thing. The Beatles, after all these years of their first crossover to America, are still changing the game. And they're providing us with a hell of a way to get content across the multiverse of media. So we thank the Beatles for that, most definitely. All right, let's try this plug again. After the WrestleMania kickoff presser on Thursday, I will be going live across my social media and YouTube, as well as the Casa D18 and Greg Cherry brand YouTube pages, with my reaction to the presser, as well as all the goings on in and out of professional wrestling with Meech's Musings. And of course, we'll be back here Saturday, after Collision, actually an hour after Collision ends, with open mic night across the channels of the multiverse of media. And if you happen to be in SoCal, we appreciate it if you would come out and check out our buddies Paradise Kitty, opening for Quiet Riot, the legendary Quiet Riot, out at Yamaha Casino at Rockin' Brews. Doors are at 7, show is at 8. And you can also check out my buddy Nikki Stevens as part of her joining the band Jesse Fury and the Sound at the Mint on Wednesday night, February 21st. Doors at 6, shows at 7. You can get your tickets for both of those at the venue's websites and across your whatever ticket outlet you prefer. I think I got everything that I wanted to get in as far as what's coming up. Oh, the next time we will be calling NXT on the Multiverse of Media, Mr. Williams.
Got it.
That's not YouTube friendly. We're going to need to fix that. But Tuesday,
Yes, I
March 5th, immediately following Stat Boy Sports Bar, NXT Roadblock. The Roadblock on the way to Stand and Deliver.
Oh, boy.
I didn't notice that until I put it up because the black didn't give me an indicator, but I'll fix it for tomorrow. Anyway, so yes, we thank everybody for tuning in throughout the technical wonders that was the Multiverse Media presentation tonight. We thank Mother Nature for being the biatch that she is. Is there anything else either of you wanted to say before we say goodnight and Godspeed?
Let's see. Women's Championship match, those qualification match, NXT Championship match. This NXT fairly put. That was some damn good professional wrestling.
Absolutely. It was a great show. Make sure you tune in to Rangers of Wrestling. I want to say it's going to be around 8 o'clock-ish Pacific, which would be 11 o'clock Eastern. Datilla's going to be going live with her recap of NXT Vengeance Day. I will be joining her for that.
We want to thank Walter Cruz for his contribution to Super Chats tonight. Check him out on YouTube at Rager Wrestling, Instagram at Jesus Christ, Calfire, CALFYR. I can never get this poor bastard's plug right. And on Twix at Walter Alex Cruz. We saw Josh pop in after the stream because that's what Josh do. Shut the fuck up, Josh! But follow him on Twitter and Instagram. Twitter at Walking Hymnal, Instagram at Maloman Graham, and of course, most importantly, at least Noah and I leave a joiner. And JJ's he's on his way. He's on his way.
So you think?
Oh, hey. But you, come on now. Come on now.
He gets booked for No Surrender, and you see the pure motivation he brings.
We shall see.
We shall see. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. It's been an interesting Sunday night. Hopefully, Mother Nature's shenanigans will not deter us tomorrow and Tuesday, although it's supposed to. So, for the Simple Man, for the Renegade, I am the West Coast Professor Jeff Meacham. We will see you guys all throughout the week across the multiverse. We thank you for tuning into our coverage of NXT Vengeance Day, and stay with us all February and March long as we continue along the road to WrestleMania. Have a good night, folks.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.